Thank you, baby, for opening the show.
No problem.
You know, Queen love you, honey.
Oh, I love you too.
I know you do. I know you do, baby.
Queen, when we going out?
Well, you want to take your queen out? You got to take Queen out, boo boo.
Yeah, me, you, Weezy, and Serenity. We all gotta go out.
Yep. We gotta plan it. So you remember? Remember what I said in your text message? So we don't want to talk. We could talk over the text message. So you know what today is, and then
Hmm.
Friday is. So we can do it after this week, if that makes sense. It would be better for me.
That's fine.
Okay, baby, you so sweet. Um, let me
Yeah,
go ahead
yeah.
and I'm trying to
Well, head to you too, Ty.
Oh,
Oh,
what's up,
Ty,
baby?
yeah, cause Ty, well, we got a man with us tonight. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Wood.
What's up with y'all?
Hey, babe.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How are you doing, Ty?
I can't complain. I can't complain. How you feeling? Real yellow bone.
I'm good. I'm about
Good,
to eat some
good.
good ass food. I know that.
What you finna eat?
I made some spaghetti and
Oh, that
meatballs.
sounds good.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. See,
So,
got your Italian shit on.
did y'all want me to play some music until we get people in here, or just talk?
It's a
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm not. You
No,
know.
baby, just tell me what y'all want to do. I'm a little sensitive today. You know what today is. So,
Yeah.
Serenity.
look at my sister, boo.
Gang.
Hey,
Hey,
Serenity.
boo.
Hey, family.
Hey, baby.
How are
Gang
y'all?
in the building. Can't complain, baby.
Good. How are you?
Good. Look, I'm glad I survived it. Tuesdays for whatever reason is always crazy. I don't know why. You know what? I think I come to the conclusion. People normally go to the ER on Fridays and I think Mondays. After the weekend, I that's the only conclusion I can come to why Tuesdays be so crazy.
Your Tuesday was crazy.
It's every Tuesday. I just be like,
Every
what are
Tuesday.
y'all doing over the weekend?
They just want to come see you.
Now, Ty, I work from home, but I just still be like, you got drunk and you
I hear
fell
you.
and you got a skull fracture?
Sis,
Like,
sis, sis.
Mm. Right.
I understand what you're
Hey.
saying. Oh my God! So I'm having an interview with everybody. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna hit everybody up because y'all already know we got our anniversary coming up. Uh, I didn't even talk to Wheezy and Serenity. You know they dope as hell. They be putting shit together. I definitely want them to put this together. It's gonna be so fire. So we doing a recap from 22. uh we doing some of our good shows back when we first started. Yas don't even know. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her because Brooklyn called me. So I've been dealing. Yeah. So we gonna do a recap, yo. It's gonna be so fire, y'all. Whoa, let's go.
Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go.
Ty do got his first
Let's
show.
go.
What on Tuesday
hey,
Let's
at
sis,
go.
on April 4th. That's gonna be dope. That's a
Let's
recap.
go.
let's
Yep.
go.
Yep. That
Let's
shit gonna be crazy.
go.
That shit gonna be
It's
nice.
gonna be nice.
Hey,
Jazz.
sis, you and your ass, y'all remember I used to come on the stage and one talk?
Yep.
Oh, we
True.
got some clips for that too. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice. It's still in the work, y'all. This shit is it's hard what I'm
I
doing.
can't believe it's gonna be
And
a year that fast. It's crazy.
yep, and
That
you know what
was
Trigger told me? He
fast.
said, you're doing too much by yourself. He said, get some help. He said, I said,
Mm.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get. So I just started today because I've been starting the because April is April 1st is Saturday. So
dang, that's
we're gonna
crazy.
do it from the 1st to the 17th, and then the 18th is gonna be the big show.
What day is that on? I ain't even looked at April yet. It's crazy.
Girl, that's on a Tuesday.
Okay,
What?
look,
Tuesday. Your favorite day of the
look.
week.
Somebody said something about
What?
Easter, and I was like, Easter?
Nah, that ain't true.
No, no,
That
no, 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 not on that day. They was just saying Easter. I thought
mm,
like it was this coming up Sunday, and I'm like, then I looked at the calendar today, and I'm like, it's not until April. I'm
hey,
like, I don't know.
hey, sis, you know, Tuesday is the 18th. Is talk your shit, but it's not gonna be wild, y'all. It's not gonna be wild. I will tell y'all, keep looking at the shows because we are bringing back shows that we used to have when we
Oh, okay.
first started. So you're gonna get some people that come in that's gonna rock, and it's gonna be so fun. And I just gotta talk to certain people and say, calm down. It's just a recap, okay? So you
Right.
want to bring the old shows in and the recaps of people that used to be in the zone. So it's gonna be fun. Y'all just get ready, okay?
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be dope. Very fire.
Let's
Uh,
go. Let's go.
I want some of that
We
damn
in the
spaghetti.
building.
I want some of that damn spaghetti. Where
Listening in,
that's at?
y'all. I don't want it to be too loud on y'all. I'm in here at this at practice with my son.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Holla at Murray, make this shot. HAZ,
Wheezy,
baby. No.
Wheezy. Okay. Wheezy hooping and shit. Okay. I didn't even know Wheezy could hoop.
Boy, I can't damn hoop. It is my damn son.
I didn't know you could hoop like that, girl.
Hell no.
Loving basketball,
Oh,
huh? Okay.
Ty, when you start preaching?
When I start, oh, you talk about, oh, that, oh, you got to refresh your page. I got something else up there now.
Yeah,
That's
you
how I was
move too
feeling.
fast for me.
I know I do. I can't sit still. Can't sit still.
Serenity, he trying to preach.
Yeah.
Yo, I've
Each
been
one
saying
teach one.
words for a
Each one
minute,
teach
yo.
one.
You had me in the basement forever.
Yeah,
Manolo,
man.
you took time out.
Get
Who
my
was
man
bring,
off punishment, man.
who was bringing people up and not bringing me up? Who was doing that?
It was Wheezy and Lex,
It wasn't intention.
Yellowbone, and
Somebody
Wheezy.
was bringing some. Me and Janaya was next door neighbors for a second, and she got up. King was my
Mm.
next door. He was my celly for a
My
second. He
bad.
got up.
You know what? I brought Janai up a long time ago, so I needed to refresh. I didn't see you down there.
Oh, okay. What's good, y'all?
Yeah. Are we straight, man? You know how we doing, gang? Zone.
Zone.
You feel me?
Let me
We ain't
tell
no
you something,
shit.
sis. When you put this PTR in Discord and I download, I said, I really like this. This make me want to go get some spray paint and spray paint somebody building. Knowing that, I can't do that, but
let's
it just
go,
made me
sis.
want to.
Word.
Well, you can. It's just you just don't get caught. You know the rules of the game.
Baby, I'm not gonna play around.
I got a homie who was real. He's like an artist and shit. He used to like all through Gary, man. I could see his work like all through Gary, bro. He did so much. Shit was crazy. Like he did a lot of shit where I knew he was doing certain shit, and then not knowing the fact that he really was going crazy like that. I was just driving through the hood and I was seeing shit. I'm like, damn, he ain't got all this shit up over here.
Y'all know what? I had an idea. I heard y'all speaking on shit. I'm trying to turn it down because y'all know how we get explicit in here and these people listening. Y'all know that song. Damn. If we locked in, ain't no switching up, and then like put that on the top and put like HAZ in the middle of a shirt with this kind of logo on it, with the same PTR Serenity
Time.
talking about. I wish I'm gonna get my son to draw it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Make sure you pop up because if they get any steals, you gotta take that side.
Hey, yo, Ty, you heard of Dirty Knuckles?
What you said, bro?
You heard of Dirty Knuckles? I don't even know if he's famous or not, but his tag is damn near famous. Is fucking famous over here. His tag is the fuck Trump throughout the
All throughout
whole
the city.
presidency. Yup. He's like fuck Trump
Crazy
everywhere, all throughout DC, yo.
shit.
He's a homies, he rap. I kept bumping into him, a white dude, but he like yeah, he fuck with hip hop. He rap. Me and him did some ciphers together.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah,
some niggas get notoriety from the shit. Some niggas do get notoriety from it.
yeah. You said what, bro?
Some niggas get notoriety from it.
Yeah. I think I'm upon it.
That's
Yeah, I guess it's some music on the show.
We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. I am playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from my heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. Can't you feel the way I feel when you're moving like I want you tonight, baby? Tell me that you're coming through. You're so sweet, so sweet, so tight, so tight. I won't bite unless you like, yes you like. If you smoke, what you smoke, I got the haze. And if you're hungry, girl, I got the lace. Ooh, baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, cuddling, rose petals in the bathtub. Girl, it's jumping, it's bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. Let you feel the way I feel, like a woman, like I want you tonight. Tell me that you're coming
What?
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I'm not saying no names. Then the thought occurred, teardrops made my eyes burn, cause I said to myself, look what you've done to her. I can feel it inside, I can't explain how it feels. All I know is that I'll never dish another raw deal, playing make-believe, pretending that I'm true. Holding in my laugh as I say that I love you, saying I'm more, kissing you on the ear, whispering I love you and I'll always be here. Although I often reminisce, I can't believe that I found a desire for true love floating around inside my soul, because my soul is cold. One half of me deserves to be this way till I'm old, but the other half needs affection and joy, and the warmth that is created by a girl and a boy. I need love.
incredible, baby. Yeah, yeah. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. Good dude, I know you love me like cooked food, even though it gotta move like a crook move. We was together on the block since for lunch. We should have been together having Four Seasons brunch. We used to use umbrellas to face the bad weather. So now we travel first class to change the forecast. Never in bunches, just me and you. I loved your point of view cause you held no punches. Still I left you for months on end. It's been months since I checked back in. We're somewhere in a small town, somewhere locking them all down. Wood grain, foreign change, armor rolled down. I can understand why you want a divorce now, though I can't let you know it. Pride won't let me show it. Pretend to be heroic, that's just one to grow it. But deep inside it, so sick. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta let the song cry. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. On repeat the CD of Biggs, me and my watching Bonnie and Clyde pretending to be that empty gun in your hand saying, let me see that clip. Shopping sprees, pull out your Visa quick. Had a very bad credit, you helped me lease that whip. You helped me get the keys to that V.6. We was so happy poor, but when we got rich, it's when the signals got crossed and we got flipped. Rather mine, I don't know what made me leave that. Made me speed that quick. Let me see, that's it. It was the cheese. Help them get amnesia quick. I used to cut up their buddies. Now they saying they love me. Used to tell their friends I was ugly and wouldn't touch me. Then I showed up in that dubbed out buggy. And then it got fuzzy and they don't remember that. And I don't remember you. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry. Yeah, I seen them coming down your eyes, but I gotta make this song cry. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry. The face of stone was shocked on the other end of the phone. Word back home is that you had a special friend. So what was oh so special then? You were giving away without getting at me. That's your fault. How many times you forgiven me? How was I to know that you was plain sick of me? I know the way of living was whack. She don't get it back like that. I'm a man with pride. You don't do like that. You don't just pick up and leave me sick like that. You don't throw away what we had just like that. I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right back. They say you can't turn a bad girl good, but once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. I'm on forever. I gotta live with the fact I did you wrong forever. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta let the song cry. I know I see him coming down your eyes, but I gotta make the song cry. I can't see him coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. What's up, girl?
What?
date you? How would you feel if she held you down and raped you? Tried to try, but she never could escape you. She was in love, and I'd ask her how. I mean, why? What kind of love from a nigga would black your eye? What kind of love from a nigga every night make you cry? What kind of love from a nigga make you wish he would die? I mean, shit, he bought you games and gave you diamond rings, but them things wasn't worth none of the pain that he brings. And you stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power to make you crawl for him. I thought you was a doctor, be on call for him. Smacked you down cause he said you was too tall for him. That wasn't love, baby girl, you was dreaming. I could've killed you when you said your seed was growing from his seed. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. I don't even know you when I kill you myself. You played with her like a doll and put her back on the shelf. Wouldn't let her go to school and better herself. She had a baby by your ass and you ain't giving no help. Big time hustler, snake motherfucker. Once born every day and every day she was your sucker. How could you beat the mother of your kids? How could you tell her that you love her? Don't give a fuck if she lived. She told me she would leave you. I admitted she did, but came back, made up a lie about you missing your kids. Sweet kisses, baby ain't even know she was your mistress. Had to deal with fist fights and phone calls from your bitches. Lost like you possessed her, telling me to mind my business. That it was her life and stay the fuck out of it. I tried and said just for him I keep a ready clip. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is surely not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. I don't even know you and I want you dead. Don't know the facts, but I saw the blood pour from her head. See, I lay down beside her in the hospital bed, and about 2 hours later, doctor said she was dead. Had the nerve to show up at her mother's house the next day to come and pay your respect and help the family pray. Even knelt down on one knee and let a tear drop. And before you had a chance to get up, you heard my gun cock. Praying to me now, I ain't God, but I pretend. I ain't start your life a nigga, I'ma bring it to an end. And I did, clear shots and no regrets. Never cops come and lock me under the jail. Nigga would never, my bitch, fuck that, my sister. You can never figure out, even if I let you live, what our love was all about. I consider her my blood and it ain't come no thicker. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. It's blind, and it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and
All right. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. What? Let's
What?
go. Yeah. So I thought to me them songs was very connected to the title that I have today. What values do you have in a relationship? Relationship goes different ways, whatever you dealing with. I want to salute Alexis, Ty, and Honey. My other co-host is not feeling well, and that's all good too. She'll be back. But I just wanted to talk to y'all guys because love is blind. You know what I mean? So I wanted to take that because it kind of go with the topic that I'm talking about, where you say, what values do you have in a relationship? Sometimes your relationship does have blind moments. And it's all facts. You could be with somebody for a year, two, 5, 10, 20. You know, when you get into an argument, things just start happening. So, um, I definitely wanted to bring this topic up today. Salute to everybody that's on the stage. I salute every one of y'all guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, let Lexus go, and y'all can run the stage, and let's go.
That's what's up. Love the topic.
Let's go. Salute to everybody in the room, man. Salute to everybody in the room, man. I think we got some
Lay
family
down.
in here. We got some people at the bottom too.
Make sure y'all share and ping.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ty, you
Making
want to
sure my
start it off?
I
Ty.
definitely the same viewpoints on stuff like this. You know, everybody gonna have their own, piece to the puzzle, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I feel like the values it's all subjective, and it kind of just depends on a person's like experiences or what they was brought up to believe within a relationship structure, and then you got the aspect of people who like have like been neglected or they were seeking something within a certain structure that they never got. You know what I mean? So I could say, some people just generally haven't really had real love before. They never really felt real love before. You know what I'm saying? Like, just never really had a good, even know how to even instill value. They don't even know what that even means. They just think you just with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even get that shit. So I definitely would say patience and love for real, like real love, kindness, and just being, open with one another, like learning with one another. You know what I mean? Like growing with one another. Like it's so many ways to look at it. But I really feel like a lot of people, um, they just gonna have their own viewpoint with this. It's not just one answer to something like this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's went on for so long that you you know what I mean? We don't really know how to really take care of one another properly sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but yeah, I land right there. Maybe somebody else could give me some point of views on how they feel.
That's what's up. I would say for me, what values do you have in a relationship? I would say, first off, thank you for your share. That was great. I agree with a lot of what you said. So, yeah. So I would say for me, my values would be just being able to, I would say, articulate like my thoughts and like what I feel about different things, being able to say how I feel in the moment, and not just letting things linger until I explode. Like just being forthcoming, I would say that's a value. What values I have in a relationship, I think I would say that a person would may see that as a value, something that they deem as important. And maybe it ties into compatibility, right? The things that we value is the things that is going to be compatible with us. So I think that having that forthcoming attitude and just being honest in how I feel about things and not waiting is, to me, would be a value in a relationship, because it will allow the other person to know where I am mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all those different aspects that really bring you closer together with someone. If I'm really honest about how I'm thinking and feeling, like that will allow the man to know where I am, and he can better serve me. Like, and I can, and vice versa, I can better serve him. So yeah, like service is everything, I think.
I definitely agree with you there. Yeah, because we all here to serve in some capacity. So why not serve your partner for real? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You feel me? I definitely agree there. I want to ask, like, just the ladies and shit. Like, do you feel like in your current relationships or even like past relationships, like, do you feel like as if you were valued or your morals was valued within a relationship?
Ooh.
Like you as a person, or just what you think, what you feel, or whatever you was contributing. Do you feel like that was valued?
Not really. I feel like it's mostly dealing with like time for me. Like I always
Hmm.
felt like my time was wasted with people. And if you don't value the time that I would like to get, then you clearly not valuing me. And it's like, what's the purpose of us even like
Hmm.
being here or talking or being in a relationship? Because at this point, it's like you really don't know what you want. So we spent all this time doing this, that, and the third, and your mind not even together for real.
Hmm.
Like, make it make sense.
Yeah, make that make sense. Shit, for real.
Yeah, I agree. So you feel like you just was taken advantage of a lot. Long story short,
I wouldn't say taken advantage of, but
more so your time to a degree. Just they
yeah,
took that. They just took the time that you gave to them for granted.
right.
You
It's
know.
like if you're not fully invested, right? And I think that's kind of
Right.
like, because she said it's his mind not being fully involved in what's going on or with her. It's like you wasting somebody's time. Like if you know your mind is not there with me and you're not, sorry, actively listening to me or hearing what I got to say or understanding me and fulfilling those needs, like then what are we doing? Like what are we doing?
Or you
Right.
didn't stand on your values, you know?
True.
Right. Right.
Exactly. Like, where was when we first started talking? The F ain't that no more.
Right. 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 I mean, yeah, I could view that in multiple ways. I mean, reciprocation is important because when somebody's mind ain't there, they not gonna be reciprocating. Whether it's energy, time, affection, monetary value things, like whatever it could be, like they just not there, so they just not gonna do that. So
Right.
that's definitely, it's just part of telling. Communication is key when it comes to a lot of that shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not gonna always have a person that gets you instantly just because y'all in a relationship. It don't work like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I had a question for Trigger actually, because the comment he had made is just kind of I'm kind of interested when you say stand
Let's go.
when you I
Ooh.
mean when shoot okay when you stand on when you say stand on your values and things like that, what perspective I would say are you coming from? Like what are you thinking when you say that?
Right, right, right. I mean, that's a good question. But I mean, I really feel like, standing on your core values, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's important in a long term relationship. Now, if you're looking for a long term relationship, you gotta stand on them values, you know what I'm saying? So like your beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Especially if at the top of your beliefs is, you know what I'm saying, trust, loyalty, those type of things. If you're going into a long term relationship, you want to stand on those things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go into a long term relationship and breaking your core values, you know what I'm saying, that you stand on. So, sometimes those can be deal breakers, you know what I'm saying? So uh not even with the romance part, like in the sex department, some people got values and that they stand on that, you know what I'm saying, before they get into a long term. You got to be able to, do this. This depend on the person, but yeah, man, they could be deal breakers in real relationships when you're dealing with long term.
That's a fact. Actually, it was one of the things that earlier I was talking about with somebody about like that communication piece, and then also like the values, like what's compatible, what's suitable and compatible, like compatibility, encompassing like suitability and also values. Like what are you valuing? Yep, doctor. So I think she was in the room when we was talking about this. This is very interesting. So no, you're right about the deal breakers. Like what is it that you need? Like your core values. And this is what I always say to people: if someone's not matching core values, it's kind of like what are you doing? Because it's a sense of do this person align with who I am at my core. at the center of who I am and what I look for, or what I the things that I deem as a priority, or I guess a sense of purpose, I suppose, in your life. And if they don't align with that, that's gonna be kind of hard. So no, I agree with that. Yeah, I do. Hmm.
I agree with that too. I agree with that too, and I like the way Trigger put that shit too, because you
Right.
know, I done made mistakes too. Especially, like when you young, you just start, you just be interested in people, so you'll be like so hell bent on just like, yeah, I got this girl that I've been wanting to talk to for a minute. I finally got into the crib, while I'm finally dating her or whatever. Got the draws or whatever the case may be. You breaking all your own rules. You know what I'm saying? You're not even thinking logically. You just like, oh man, I'm finally with the shorty, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, bro. But like, you know what I mean? Like, what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you really get out of that beyond just that? You know what I mean? That simple the satisfaction of just knowing that you was finna get some, you know what I'm saying? You was finna get some ass. So you finally got her number or whatever. Okay, great. You know what I'm saying? That's the first step. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your game at? Like, what are you finna get from this shit? For real, in the long run. You know what I mean? The instant gratification of just knowing that I got with this person today, and I may have been talking to her for a week, and I finally linked with her and shit. That shit's cool. That'll serve you temporarily. You know what I'm saying? But what you know what I mean? What when she show her ass, then what? Is that shit gonna mean anything then? You still gonna be feeling like, is she a prize and she, you so happy to, you know what I mean? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game though. It's just part of the game. Like, and I done made the mistakes myself, bro, where you just be like so hell bent on just the fact that you did some shit, and it just be like, okay, the person ain't even all that. You know what I'm saying? I done
Right.
broke all my rules just trying to get with this person, and now I'm left with, you know what I'm saying, feeling like as if I'm unfulfilled at the end of the day, because I really didn't even, you know what I mean, like handle the situation properly. Like, I really just kind of jumped the gun. You know what I mean? I didn't value, like Trigger was saying, I didn't value myself. I
Right.
didn't stand on my own values enough to be like, this is how I'm gonna handle the situation. Yes, I'm intrigued. Yes, I want to proceed, but I need to, you know what I mean? I need to move properly as well. I can't just, you know what I mean? Just let motherfuckers run me over, like knowing, okay, I got to work in the morning, but she want to link up at midnight. You know what I'm saying? I should have you feel me? I should have the discipline enough. You should be disciplined enough to be like, nah, I'm not gonna go out tonight, baby. But listen, we can go out tomorrow because I'm off. You know what I mean? And if she have a problem with that, then you let her know, like, hey, this is what's going on. These is my values, what I'm standing for. Like, my money comes first, or my kids come first, or whatever comes first. So you got to get
I
in line with that.
right. I love when men express that. Actually, I love when because it's I think it's both ways, right? Because sometimes I feel like you could be so anxious or want to talk to that person or you miss them or whatever. I think it can be misconstrued, but I think it's so important for the man to set that tone. I think it's super important for them to be the leader in that, because I'll say sometimes even as a woman, I can get caught up in my feelings and my emotions, and I need to maybe like, no, dude, not like that, of course. But sometimes I may need that guidance to say, you know what, no, let's just link up in the morning, or let's just do this, and we'll go from there, right? And that's gonna be like, okay, cool, because it's not that. I think it's not that. I would say my intentions, right? I'll speak for
Mm,
myself, is never to impede on someone's values or morals or beliefs or just how they feel and how they want to conduct themselves. It's never to do that. So for me,
mm,
I'm submissive in that, in the sense of like, I'm gonna wait and see what you gonna do. I'm gonna do what you gonna do, because like you gonna be the man in my life. So I'm waiting for you to say, okay, if this is good or if this is bad, or if I can't deal with that, or if you know what I'm saying. So it's just like
mm,
I'm waiting for the like looking towards the leadership, right? Because we always say, well, people wait to be led, but I think from the jump, if you're super interested in that person and the dynamics is a man and woman, I'm naturally going to be like, okay, what are we doing, right? Like, how are we moving? So like I think it's so important for, I would say, I don't know, maybe I'm a little traditional. I don't know.
Communication for one.
Communicate,
Hey,
right?
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. The word. Communicate how you want me to love you. Communicate how you want me to interact with you. How you want me to speak to you and all those different things. Like, and I can follow that. I literally can follow that because my intentions is to love you not the way I think you should be loved, but the way you need to be
Deserve
loved.
it. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Hey, that's
right,
dope. That's dope, that motherfucker. I swear to God. And I'm an older guy, and I think that right there, like, a lot of men say they want a woman that's gonna be submissive. I think what you just said, young lady, you hit it dead on the nose. I couldn't say it no more eloquently. I don't think there's a man on the stage or in the goo that would disagree with that. You know what I mean? And I think if there were more women that were willing to accept that role, then it puts the pressure on the man. That shit hit like a brick of concrete because now it puts it on the man. Like you was like, well, how do I need to talk to you? And I think that's very important. Not from I'm more superior than you, more of it than a respect factor.
right.
You know what I mean? And like, not to go on a tangent, but according to the topic. One thing that I would say with the cell phone game, I'm not locking my cell phone. If I do, it's because I don't want nobody to break into it and get into my Zelle. But if you my old lady, I don't have to have a password. I don't have to. We're not doing that. I don't know if they look at it
Let's
as
talk about
privacy.
it. What?
I'm just saying, like, that's on. I don't care
Me
about
and my
none of that.
husband do not have passwords. Let's talk about it.
Anybody playing them type of games? And
Oh,
anything
that's
in
what's
your
up.
phone, as a man, anything in your phone, you should be able to explain. If not, you're a coward.
Let me say this: your
What?
birthday and your initials gonna be my password. So if you want to get into my phone, just know that it's your birthday and your.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I
but
think this is dope.
That is cute, right, Trigger?
Yeah.
I
What
like
about when
that.
we? What about when we mix being vulnerable? Have that mixed up with love, because some. I mean, with lust or let me see how I want to say it. When people are very vulnerable and they feel like that person is, that they so in love with that person. What about when we get those emotions mixed up? Cause I've been in a vulnerable place before, and I thought the person really loved me, and at the end of the day, it was just like all games. You know what I'm saying? So, what about when we feeling vulnerable and that person comes in and feels that void? How do we supposed to deal with those situations?
I mean, as a man, to be honest, men have voids. I think men suffer from the same certain insecurities that women may suffer from. But I think ultimately, I've learned that being with somebody and like being hurt, like I tell a woman in a minute, like I know that that's not mine. We can have good sex, but I know in real logic time that's not mine. So the only thing I can do is just kind of hope that you respect to not do that. So I go in with the understanding that this shit might not play out the way it's supposed to play out. I don't set myself up for failure. I accept that they're going to be a failure, and if the shit don't fail, then nigga, we made it.
And also, I'll say too, and thank you for that share. I don't know, are you finished? Because I don't want to be rude.
Oh no, I'm good. I know I talk in
Okay.
parables, but yeah.
No, I was gonna speak to, and I agree with what you're saying, a lot of what you're saying. So I do appreciate that. To your question, you said that was you, Weezy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, so to her question, right? Like the first part is identifying that you're vulnerable. And I'm just speaking from just my anecdotal experience. That's just like my personal experience, right? Analyzing kind of like, are you vulnerable? And if you know you are, if you are getting involved with someone, or interacting with someone that you may really like, you have to ask yourself, like, is this person going to add to my happiness, or are they filling a void? That's actually a serious question you got to ask yourself, because I would say for myself, I wouldn't want someone to come in and fill a void. I would want someone to come in and make me be a part of my happiness, be a part of my peace that I already have, right? Be a part of the fulfillment that I already fulfill myself with. And basically all the pourings that I did to myself being a reflection of that. So it's going to add to my cup, right? So if my cup is half full because I filled it up halfway and I need my other piece, which is my man, right? He gonna fill it up the rest of the way, right? And it's gonna run it over into all the other parts of my life that may need to be healed or whatever may be the case. And I'm just using it as an example. So I just think that when it comes to that self-reflection, right? What do I want this person to be in my life? Like, is it gonna be just a void filler? Because once that void is filled, now what? Right? So that, like, that kind of questioning to yourself is personally what I do for myself. So when I go into situations with somebody, I'm looking at your characteristics. Like, do I like your voice? Because see, I'm a voice person. I'm very auditory, auditorial. So like, I'm a voice person. Like, I like your voice. Do I like the way you make me feel? Like, do I like what's coming out of your mouth? The principles, the morals, the values. Do they match up and do they line up with who I am? So I'm not gonna lie to myself about that, right? Because if you be disingenuous with yourself about what you want and what you need and who you are, then that person is not down the line, it's not going to match up. He's just going to be a void filler and a placeholder. That's just what I think about it.
Hey, y'all. So I think one of the things you gotta first do is identify if you are being vulnerable. In order to do that, you need to ask yourself a couple of questions. Number one is, what is it, that you're lacking, first of all? And I think Honey covers that. Second thing is, if you're vulnerable because you had a breakup, if you are still finding yourself thinking about that person all the time, if you find yourself still in your emotions about that person all the time, if you feel that you still, well, if you find yourself still crying about that person or getting upset, then more than likely you're going to be vulnerable getting into another situation. Therefore, don't, because you're still attached to that person. That's how you're going to know if you're filling a void or not. If you have just suffered a trauma, a loss, um, I would say don't jump into another situation, because you're going to set yourself up either to be hurt or to hurt them, because hurt people even when you're not trying to hurt people. And you can take those traumas that you're dealing with, whether they're relationships or whatever the situation may be, and bleed on the next person. So that's all I got to add.
I agree with AK in the aspect that, especially in a relationship, um, that people don't really heal. They jump from or do like rebound type relationships. And I just feel like, sometimes you bring that drama into the new relationship of what your expectations and maybe what your values are based off. I'm not saying all, um, the last person, or you may have new morals and values and expectations. But I just think sometimes you need to just pause, heal, do some self love, and focus on, like, as AK was saying, what are you lacking? What are you missing that, let's say, for example, a lady is going out and she keeps picking bad men. Like, if it's a cycle or a pattern, you need to figure out what the heck is going on within, to why you're doing this. So, um, I mean, and even in that, just even in all aspects of relationships, it could be friendship, it could be coworkers, it can be anything. You need to ask yourself, like, why is it always, like it's a repeat pattern? What can I do to grow and change the outcome if it's possible?
So are you saying like with relationships or friends?
I'm saying the relationships, friendships, co-workers. I mean, in a sense, we have a ship with people in all aspects of our lives. But I'm saying, if you're seeing a pattern, not necessarily, I can say, well, if I'm seeing a pattern that I'm attracting the same type of men, then I need to look at me. If I'm attracting the same kind of friends and I don't like it, then I need to look at me, you know? So I'm seeing like the accountability with self. Hey, I don't like this. So I need to change something up because I'm going to keep getting the same results. And that's not what I want.
Exactly. So therefore, you need to get to the root of the problem. If you don't get to the root of the problem, you're gonna continue to have the same cycle. Period. I mean, that can go with relationships. That can go with situations you always find yourself in. Um, like, for instance, you always find yourself giving so much of yourself to people, but always
Yeah,
end
but
up
we're
being
not even talking. We talking about relationships with men.
that's
Y'all went overboard. Go ahead.
well, no, it still all ties
No,
in.
it doesn't ties
It's,
in because we talking about relationship. That's what we talking about tonight.
So what I want, AK, are you
No, I
complete
wasn't trying
or?
to cut it off, but we talking about relationship. They going into friends and stuff like that. We talking about relationship.
Well, even with that, I still said,
Thank
if
you.
you're attracting a certain type of, if you're, even with that, I said, if you're attracting a certain type of person that you don't desire to be with, still like, okay, hello, what am I presenting to why I keep attracting this type of man or woman?
Right,
Is what I'm
right,
saying.
right. I get what you're
You
saying.
need to look at self and change. Still the same thing. You need to look at self and change something within to figure out, okay, what is it that I'm lacking to
Right.
why this is occurring, you know?
And also, yeah, and you're right, Serenity. I was gonna say to it too as well. Like I wanted to say because I think that when we say healed, sometimes I feel like we don't put in the connotation of that we are forever healing, right? It's not saying that we don't get through certain things to a certain level, right, from our past and what we've been through and all that stuff. It doesn't say it says that we don't manage those things or heal from those things, but when we say just healed, right, I think it takes out that we're still going to go through some stuff, right? We're still going to have some hot spots, but we learned the skills and we have the resources to help us maneuver now better because of things that we went through and was able to work through, right? So like when we say healed, like I be kind of confused on like where people are coming from with when they say I am healed. Like what does that mean? Like I don't want to act like I know everything, but I just want to understand when y'all say that, where are you coming from with that? I'm interested to know that. For real.
I always feel like, in my opinion, um, I'm not gonna say in all aspects in relationships, but typically it is something that's lacking to whether it be you being a people pleaser, um, putting up with cheating, um, whatever the circumstances may be. Why? My thing, that's what I mean when I say heal. You gotta go do your shadow work to figure out why am I like this. And I mean it affects my daily life with my relationship because that's not acceptable. Why won't I set boundaries? Why? I mean, you just have to do some soul searching. So like I said, a lot of the times people have to go back and look at their childhood because it really does affect your adulthood to say, why am I like this? How can I fix this and heal from that little girl or a little boy and move forward, in my relationships and not have these issues, or I have to end this relationship with this particular person because they don't respect my boundaries.
Now let me ask you ladies something.
I see where you come from. Thank you.
Yeah, and that was deep, and just listening to her just made me think. Because men think we just don't speak on it. We emotional, but when I look back on the women that I did, that I chose, the majority of them fucked me over. Now the woman that chose me, I fucked them over. So I'm still kind of confused on how the game actually works. You understand what I'm saying? From a mental standpoint, sometimes I think we want what we want, but what we want don't want us. And then the shit that want us, we don't want them, but them probably the best people for us.
Oh, that's a straight fact. Are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, I was just asking maybe, when we all make bad choices and bad decisions and if we become repetitive in our situation, then maybe it's because we're not analyzing what we're doing. And I mean, could y'all speak for that? Anybody? Like, did women y'all chose or the men y'all choose, did they fuck you over? But the nigga who loved you, you drug him?
Okay. I'll go if go ahead, sir. Do you want to go, Serenity?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
no. I've
Please, I want to hear from
never.
the lady. I want to hear from the
I
ladies
was
for
gonna say
sure. Please.
And y'all gotta be honest though.
I'm being honest. I haven't experienced. I have not experienced that. No, no. Which is a good thing, you know. I mean, maybe because look, my tolerance, well, to date ain't really just the best either. So I ain't putting myself out there. You know, I'm pretty sure I would probably experience it if I did. I'm just not. But no.
Mm,
But I ain't drug nobody myself either because I believe in karma.
okay. What's your name?
Serenity.
Cause she
Well, I appreciate
peaceful.
that. I mean, yeah, y'all come on, just tell the truth
I've
now.
never done
Shame the
that.
devil.
I've
Yeah,
never done
yeah,
that.
yeah. I want to hear from these ladies. Go ahead, please.
Say the question again, cause I want to make sure I'm answering correctly.
Yeah, brother, can
Okay,
you repeat
okay,
that? I want to hear from these ladies.
Okay. Can you
okay,
answer?
so
Yeah.
what I'm saying is when we talk about decision making, me personally, the women that I sought out, the women that I chose that accepted me, they gave me the hardest time. Them was the bad times of my life. Now the woman who chose me, I drug her. I did everything that somebody else did to me to them. And I'm just saying, have you guys experienced that or have you done that?
No, I haven't done that, but a man that chose me, he treated me horribly, which was kind of different. So yeah, like I like the same thing. I would say,
Yeah, that nigga might have been crazy.
yeah he pursued me and infiltrated my whole entire life, like not my whole entire life, but a good portion of my life, and yeah, so I experienced the other way around. I've never done it
Mm.
to somebody. I've never chosen a man and then just drug him or treated him badly. I've never done that.
I
Yeah,
have. I have. Hey everybody. Thank you for inviting me to the stage. I really
no
appreciate it.
problem.
Hey
Hey girl.
honey, good to see you
You too.
again. I have been treated that way and I've done it, but it wasn't like a planned or premeditated thing. It was just like I learned that behavior because I came into the relationship, sweet, very loyal, very faithful, but I learned to do what was done to me through observation. So when I was being cheated on and a child was made, I grew angry, but I stayed and I just said I forgave, but I really didn't forgive. And it goes back to what Serenity was saying. I had to go back and deal with the childhood little girl and deal with the teenager and then go from the daughter to the woman perspective to see things from a place of maturity. So I ended up cheating on the guy that I was with because he cheated on me. So it was very immature, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna cheat on you because you don't cheat on me. It was just he wasn't there, and I felt like he was still cheating. So I ended up, confiding in another person, and it just went from there. We became friends, and somehow we just slipped up, and we slept together, and we kept sleeping together. So it wasn't it was a slip of the first time, but then we made the choice to continue to do so, and so it wasn't like I feel like it was karma. It was just
I was in a relationship for 12 years. The way I was treated, I learned how to treat him. And so that's why I was like, in my life, I'm big on dating from a place of value, and not from a place of being able to coexist, because I feel like whenever you have conflict, it can be worked out. Like, I feel like differences can be worked out, and I've grown to that place being single. This is my 8th year being single, and I'm actually satisfied in that, because I've just left a place of forgiving and letting go of a lot of things in my life. And now I'm in a place of like, okay, I want to find myself more so that when I do date, I can contribute in a healthy way. And I feel like healing isn't about something physical, but it's the transformation of the way you think. So even when serenity, we're talking about the trauma. When you heal, you're changing from looking at things from a daughter, to a woman, to a virgin, to a fiance, a wife, and then a bride. If we're speaking on the terms of marriage, if you believe in marriage, but and I do, so I'm just speaking from that perspective. But I would never treat a man in the way that I've treated the men that I've dated in my life, simply because I value a man. Even when it comes to telling a man, no, I don't want to date, or I'm not interested in dating, I try to say no in a way that he still feels like a king. So he is not lessening his confidence to feel intimidated to go to approach another woman who he think is beautiful. So, my choices in the past have taught me so much so that I can do the work. So when I'm in a relationship, the work doesn't have to be done in the way that it needed to be done when I was single, if that makes sense.
Makes a whole lot of sense. So you can be like, no, daddy. Seriously. No, I'm just playing. Y'all gotta forgive me. It's after 9. Sorry.
I like how you put that together, and I'm glad y'all was being honest. I mean, and I understand the aspect um, that young lady was speaking in. I definitely get it. The one thing I can say though is, you know, it, it's not for anybody to judge, especially myself. I can't judge nobody, but I see that it's a continuous cycle of karma within relationships where like you may be valuing just that whole aspect of being in a close relationship, those the values you grew up with or the values you instilled in relationship or that was what y'all agreed upon. And then someone goes outside of that agreement and then they do whatever and then it just happens to where you just do something else to someone else. Now, to be honest with you, especially in the case where the young lady was saying what she was saying, I feel like a lot of that was subconsciously done. Like it might not have been like the fact that you weren't even done healing from whatever even transpired the first time or whatever happened, it only led to you subconsciously putting trauma and pain and resentment within your own psyche. And at whatever point it was going to act out for you, you was going to choose that avenue and let it act out. You know what I mean? And get back is get back. Yes, that's true, but you still create more karma later for that get back. It just now it's perpetuated, like it just keeps going. You know what I mean? Versus just kind of saying if you was just gonna take a break from the guy or not, or break up with him for indefinitely, or however, or just forgive him, flat out forgive him, and then you try to work it out through whatever counseling or whatever aspect that works for people, right? But not to judge or say you right or wrong, 'cause, there's no such thing per se. It's for whatever's good for your life. You know what I mean? So like, but it just, I feel like us as a collective it's hard to do and it's a lot of like street rules and it's a lot of like unwritten rules when it comes to having game and delivering the game in your relationship and just being a man or being a woman. So some people say don't even take a person back once they cheat, and it's a lot of just a lot of just real common sense knowledge and shit that comes with when you navigating this type of shit. But it's also like on the flip side where the real love part comes in within a relationship structure. Like if I love a person, is it unconditional or is it conditions to that? Once you hurt me or you hurt me emotionally, it's over with. You know what I mean? Like, is that true or is that not true? So it's like real love between a partnership unconditional, or is it once that type of shit happens, it's over with. Like the love is over. You know what I mean?
So, so can I respond?
Of
Can I
course you can.
reply
Yeah, of
back
course
to
you
her?
can.
Okay, okay, okay. So for me, When it comes to what you said about subconscious, that was so true because I feel like everything with my life was habitual, like it was a learned behavior, not just from that relationship, but from my parents. That's why I talked about the childhood. These things I learned growing up as a little girl, and I was very observant of, which is how they became a subconscious, like a behavior, because my observation was, okay, why y'all doing this? As a little girl, I'm always asking, knowing my parents supposed to be together or stayed together and not, separated. I'm knowing this and I'm learning this. And I'm like, why am I being shuffled from house to house? The instability, all those things. And so it was beyond the relationship I was in. The relationship I was in was just hiding the truth that I needed to attend to, which is why I departed from the relationship. We were going to get married a year later. I called the relationship off because myself and my ex-fiance, we can work through anything. I don't believe in, if a man cheats or a man make a mistake or even a woman makes a mistake, walk out. I feel I believe in long suffering. I believe in, healing and counseling within the household, not taking the household issues outside of the household. And that's what I've come to learn through my singleness. And so when we talk about karma, I believe that when you do take the time to step away from a relationship of that time length and you do the work, I don't believe it will be a thing called karma because you're learning your lessons. I feel like when you talk about karma is when you know better but you don't do better and you still go out and do the things that you were doing prior to coming to a revelation of the truth that you now know. And I say that because when I was in the relationship, I'm a dreamer. I'm very spiritual. I knew he was gonna marry someone else. I knew, but because of my immaturity, I needed help. So I was there for the financial. Plus, I did care about him. Like we was in a relationship. It was to a point where I was thinking it was love, but it was less because we was built off of a foundation of we had sex, we drink, we smoke. We sold drugs together. We moved the truckloads. He was an owner operator. He taught me how to drive the truck. So we bonded from a foundation that's not healthy. So when we're in this relationship, God showed me in a dream he's gonna marry somebody else, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay. And then he asked me, he said, and this is the part what I'm saying about the karma. He said, "Do you really think we're gonna work out in 2011?" And I knew we weren't gonna work out because I saw the dream. And so I was like, yeah, because I needed help. So because I continued to go downhill, things started to spiral out of control, which is a part of my book called Strip. My book is called Strip Me Naked. And this is where in the book she's on her way to hell first class because of her bad intentions. Meaning that my parents did the same thing. They were in the relationship and my dad made a choice off of a bad intention. So now I'm walking through the steps of theirs, but I can turn this thing around because it can start with me, which is why when I got out of the relationship, I said, I told him, I said, I want to do it with God. Like we can do it with God. He didn't believe. So he was like, I know some people that got successful marriages without God. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. But, I just want us can we do it with God? He didn't want to. So it was to a point where I immediately broke. I was in the relationship, breaking up with the relationship through the mindset. So I'm getting into the spirit, separating myself. I took sex off the table, and that was because the things he was saying to me, it was like he was telling me he's cheating, over the road. But I'm like, and I'm not looking at that because I'm looking at I love him, we've been together this long. I'm looking at all these things that he ain't even equating to. And so I took the time to sit down and work on me to reverse what was sent to destroy what was promised to me. So when I did that, he ends up calling me on my birthday, telling me he got married. He told me, he rubbed it in my face, and I went outside. Everybody was outside, and I just screamed because I felt like I need to release that. Like, don't hold this in because you got things you got to do, to the point where now I'm in a place where the dude I was cheating on him with, it's a whole movie, y'all. Like it's dope. I'm writing it, it's coming together. But it turned out to where
Girl, I'm all ears.
it turned out to where he ain't even the father of my daughter. It was the dude I was cheating with, but we didn't even know that. So now the dude that I was cheating with, he married before I found out. Now he's telling his wife, if I would have known that she was pregnant before we got married, I would have married you. So now it's a situation where our daughter is in the middle of it to this day, to where now I'm talking to them like, we got to get this right, because my daughter is not about it. We can't have my daughter, our daughter, dealing with this trauma, questioning about why her father isn't this, why her father isn't that. She's only 8 years old. We need to deal with this. So this is what's happening now because of prayer. Like, I let it go and I told God, I'm like, I'm not about to be fighting this. You're gonna have to open the door. His wife and I were going back and forth about him, and I had somebody, but my somebody was out with somebody else, because I'm like, how could you just go and be married to somebody as soon as we break up? So and I always had these thoughts in my mind, to the point where the other day his wife reaches out to me and was like, I don't want to get in, a couple months ago too, I don't want to get in the way of, your daughter having a relationship with her father. So, I'm gonna let this thing move forward, because it was her insecurities, because I'm 33, but I don't look 33, and she's older than me, and her husband respects me. And I try to tell him, you got to respect her too. And he does, but he just started to. So it's like she's insecure because of our bond, like our connection. We don't have to be in a relationship to do business. We're both in the entertainment industry. And so I'm sharing this to show how things don't necessarily got to come back the way they release. It can come back through where you're single for a long period of time to work on yourself. So just because I cheat on this dude don't mean that another dude's gonna cheat on me. It could be where I could lose someone in my family, God forbid, or my health could go in a different way. Things, and I say that because even when you talk about unconditional love, which is something that I love to do. Like, and I say that because you don't get back the love you give in the same way you give it. For me, I love people without conditions, and I get wisdom. So God will give me a whole blueprint and tell me how to do something, and that'll bless me, and I fall in love with myself more. So I'm just sharing this because I've been in these places, but it's like the things that people are saying today in their understanding, I don't agree with. So that's why I was telling God, like, I got to start having, these dialogues, because I don't see it the way that society has painted for us to conform to. I feel like if you want a relationship, whether somebody cheat on you or not, do the work, counsel each other, have the dialogue. It doesn't have to always be somebody running out, because if you leave one relationship, it doesn't mean that the thing that stopped the other relationship gon' help the next relationship. It merely means, hey, we need to learn how to work through this, because you gonna deal with the
Right.
same thing that you don't overcome with the next relation.
Right. I agree 100% with you. What you said, that was really profound. And if I can, I didn't mean karma as to be negative, because karma, it can go either way, And like you said, it's the way things delivered. It can go out totally different. Like, you know what I mean. But it's I just mean just the perpetual scale of it. And like you said, your karma to a degree, or whatever your receiving aspect to whatever actions, what you reap is what you sow, comes to play. And you maybe just went on a trial of learning and being on your own, or just being in certain other relationships where you were learning from your past how to deal with things presently, or however that really turns out for people. Because I really like what you said when you said about just how it's almost like you were saying, like, subconsciously you can make a mistake, right? And you may not, you can know you're making a mistake kind of in the midst of it happening, and then you kind of, you might revisit it, you might not. But in the aspect of not doing it with ill intentions, or you know what I mean, to be malicious towards a person or anything like that, I feel like that does weigh heavy upon, like, how it's, it will be delivered back to you to a degree, or whatever your karma may be, because it's not just set in stone on what's going to happen to a person, how it's going to happen to a person. Because like you said, the shit can happen any way you put it. Like, I've been, as a young person, I was cheated on, and I never did nothing to the person. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't mean nothing. Like, you know what I mean? What harm did I do for that, to get that? You get what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It don't really add up at the end. But I really do agree a lot with what you said, and I'm glad you have such a tremendous story. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to really dive into your book or whatever else you may be writing, whether it's a screenplay or whatever, because it sounds like it would definitely be interesting. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was really profoundly said. That's why I just was wondering, just generally for everybody, is, does you guys feel like that now, like I like how she brought up the fact that she's long suffering because it does say in if you know whoever is a Christian in the room within the scripture it says that you should be long suffering. You know what I mean? So you should be able to deal with things within your relationship structure that is uncomfortable, and you should be able to put up with it, and you should be able to actually sit with the person, counsel with the person, decide how y'all move forward, and then y'all actually move forward. You feel me? And that was really important to what she said because that's what the unconditional part really is about. Just not being able to be so swindled by a person's actions or maybe something they say, especially the first time. Especially the first time. The first couple of times, mistakes could be made and then you deal with it that way. You feel me? If that does make sense. Oh, go
No, it
ahead.
makes a lot. No, I was just gonna say, it makes a lot of sense. And that's why this is so important to do, self reflection, and really vet yourself out, right? Because we always talk about vetting other people, but vetting yourself out and understanding, okay, what is it that who am I? What do I yield to? What do I believe? What are my morals? What are my values? Taking an introspective of yourself, and analyzing what's going on there, and what you look for in a relationship. A lot of people jump into stuff and don't know what they're looking for. They just, most of the time, it's just instant gratification. But that instant gratification turns into a long life demonstration of what destruction. Sometimes it can turn into that. So I think that, like, I mean, what I'm learning from the conversation is that we really need to take time to be intentional and to have structure about how we move in these relationships and on this clubs. I'm sorry. In these clubhouse streets. Okay. Anyways, it's a little late for me. I'm really goofy. But anyways, no, I just think that, like, you make those mistakes, and those mistakes, or I don't even say mistakes, choices, right? I don't even really believe in failure. I believe in experiences, right? Every experience that we have and go through, we needed to learn something. Every test that we have is a lesson. It's a learn. It's to teach you something. Everything that you come across in life is to teach something. So we got to figure out, like, okay, the things that we felt like that was so terrible, that hurt us, that we felt like we could have did better or made better decisions. What did we learn from it, right? It's not to beat yourself up, to feel guilty. It's to understand where you came from, and to understand what you need in the moment, and then that's going to help you understand where you going in the future. So it's just like, and I say to people, embrace those experiences. I don't look at them as failure. Like, I don't look at, people having kids and maybe they wasn't married. I don't look at that as a failure or a mistake. I just think it's an experience, right? We all got to go through different crushings and different pressures in order to come out a different type of ruby or diamond. I don't think everybody's journey is the same. And I think the more we realize that our journey is tailored to us and not based on somebody else, that's when we can learn to accept who we are and accept what we've been through in order to move forward. And actually, honestly, not even just to move forward, to live in the here and now. I think if people get so caught up in the past and what they've been through until they can't really enjoy the right here, the right now, control what you can control right now, and everything else, you let it go. But I do believe that karma is so interesting, because I think that a lot of people think the things that they get back or things that happen to them is always karma. But Ty, like you said, it's not, right? Sometimes things just happen in life. It's a part of the journey. And you're not going to be able to explain it just by karma. It's just something that happens, right? To teach us something. And so it's for us to stop and analyze, what is this? Why is this happening? Why am I thinking and feeling this way? Right? Not just the why, the how, right? So it's like, the things that happen in life, I just look at them as experiences, and I'm like, what are you teaching me? Life, God, universe, whatever we want to call it. We call things so many different things, but I know whatever this thing is, I can feel him or her. But anyways, but I'm just saying, I think we just need to take a step at a time and understand that all of our experiences is what helps us understand what our values are, do that we have in a relationship, and what are we looking for. So that's, kind of like what I think about. I don't know. Just a little bit,
I
something, something.
agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely. Hey, I just want to welcome everybody. Just came in the room. Salute to Petite. Salute to my boy Six. P came back to fuck with us. Hey man, salute to y'all and salute to Doctor Gloria.
Hmm.
Am I saying that right,
Yep,
Bianca?
you're right, Dr. Glory.
Dr. Glory, yes, thank you so much. I really enjoyed your intellectual property tonight. I really salute you because you are a very beautiful mind. So thank you for being here with us. And I just wanted to propose the question to anybody else who just came in the room. What value do you have within a relationship? And that could be anything. This is really wide open for everybody to get their own intellectual property. Stand on 10 toes. You hear me?
Yeah, Trigger. I'm
Uh-oh, she
fine.
calling bro out.
Hey man,
Hey
you know I
y'all,
said
hey
what I
y'all.
said. You know what I'm saying when it got to do with long term. It's just some deal breakers people have. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, man, everybody gonna say trust and the regular things, but when you dealing with long term, man, I take that for real. So yeah, if I ain't being long term with you, yeah, it is what it is. But I get it.
Big facts. Hey, Petite, I'm sorry about that, baby. Go ahead and say what you gonna say.
No, no, y'all good. I just wanted to say hey and what's up and salute to y'all for always having a hot topic up here. I just wanted to come through and show my love. I've been meaning to come through more than often, but
Oh no, it's
I got a
okay.
red bar. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh no, it's okay. It's
Um,
okay. We need your love. Make sure you come share it.
Absolutely,
Always a
always,
pleasure.
always. Definitely, it's reciprocated. Just to, I guess, answer the question too, while I'm here, I might as well get in on it. But I always come through because y'all always got people in here, including yourselves, dropping gems. I always come in here and learn. Um, just to brief it up though, with a quick answer for me, communication, like consistent communication. Um, that definitely has to be a value set immediately out the gate, in a relationship of mine because you can have loyalty, love, uh, honesty. You can have, I don't know, secrets. You can have a relationship where your partner feels like they can trust in you. But if we're not communicating at the end of the day, regardless if it's in a negative context or a positive context, there's the relationship's never going to last, or we're just going to be in a relationship lonely. So um, I think a lot of things can be brought to light with just communicating, regardless of where the relationship ends. Um, Communication, definitely.
Salute to you. Salute to you. I appreciate that. Definitely agree with you on that. Definitely agree with you on that. I was really having this dialogue we were having earlier, and we were talking about is unconditional love something that still exists within a relationship, or is it based off of just emotional damage or trauma? Like once that is triggered, then all bets is off. Like it's no more real love, like real love within the relationship structure anymore. Like, is it really just something that was part of the past, or is it something that you feel like we are doing currently, but it just is not enough of it? You know what I mean?
Ooh, I I definitely can agree. Um, I feel like a lot of relationships and marriages, and they're lasting, which is the craziest part to me, but they're based off partnership more so than being in love. Just that cliche term of just being in love, not just one being in love with the other, but solely based on I for sure know I cannot live without this person. And not in a in a toxic concept either. Just I love this person that much. I respect this person's existence, this person's being so much. Like I can never leave them. But nowadays, I think people are really getting together more so based on a partnership, like what they could do for each other in a sense, and it's lasting, and they're lasting, which is crazy.
I think that's a dope point. And I think it's also generational. Like, my mom, she stayed with my dad through thick and thin. But I think as time has went on, that whole narrative has changed. And you're right, it is a partnership because they put money before love. They put money before a lot of things. So now it has gotten there. And I think after y'all age, because y'all a certain age up in here, these new kids, they meeting each other on the internet. Even though we're on the internet now, that's how else do you meet people now? Like, where do you meet people? Grocery store, church? Like, where do you actually meet people? I'm in Atlanta where all the black people at. It's totally different here. Like, nah,
I've been
like
meeting people in these clubhouse streets and they've been whack. I'm just saying, I'm playing.
I mean, I don't know if people are actually meeting up or they just be talking on the damn thing. You know what I mean? Because I've never met anyone here, but I thought it was just a social
I
network. But where do
actually,
you actually meet people
I actually
besides the
met
internet?
somebody off here. It went okay until he personality catfished me. That's yeah, yeah, hmm
Okay.
yeah.
Was it
He
fried
was
cat?
hot. I ain't gonna lie. He
Was
was.
it fried catfish or was it baked?
It
I'm
was.
just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But
It was sauteed. I'm- y'all gotta really forgive me because at night I'm lit.
but no, I think the dialogue that you guys are having is totally awesome. I think that it's definitely needed, and I do want to salute all the women. Um, for some strange reason, all the women were really humble, and I've never been in a room like this. You know, where every woman we're looking for as a man to be the man, and agree to play the role for the sake of growth for the people. You know what I mean? I mean, because I don't see a lot of people getting married. I don't see black love. I don't see black engagements like I should see them. But I don't know. Y'all better get somebody. I tell you that. Yeah, y'all ain't got to see eye to eye. Y'all might fuss and fight, but you better get you somebody.
That's true.
Oh, that
That's
was
true.
beautiful.
That's true. Hey, salute to AJ in the room, man. Salute, salute. Thank you
AJ.
for coming through.
Salute Hip Hop
Salute.
Zone. We
AJ,
in here. Salute to
Let's
the
go.
Zonies, man.
Let's
thanks
go,
for
bro.
coming.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if you wanna answer the topic question of the room right now is what values do you have in a relationship, bro? What do you feel like is the most important when it comes to that? I don't know if you in a relationship right now or you know what I mean, you just thugging it right now.
I got you.
You feel me?
So what values do you have in a relationship? So, I'm single right now, right? I think the only values that matter is the things the woman see in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for first and foremost is the energy and the personality in the person. You know what I'm saying? If your personality ain't matching with what you rocking with, then it ain't just simply ain't gonna work. And then the energy you put into it is whatever you're gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna make it further. The energy that you get back from the energy that you putting in, it's all gonna make you further what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? What you putting on the table and value in the relationship. So I don't think that all relationships are supposed to be the same. I don't believe that. Yeah, we can be married. I believe in polygamy. I'm not saying like oh the 12 wives type, but like you know, not everybody's meant to be with just one person. But people are afraid to tell that person they want to be with that that's what they want, and they expect it to be what we've been taught all our lives is that we're supposed to go to school, grow up, have children after you get married to one person. You feel me? It's like that Western societal standard. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily believe in it, but it works. But not everybody, I quote unquote, is supposed to subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I
Hey,
think that kind of goes back. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
no, baby, go ahead.
I was just gonna add in. I think that kind of before you came in here, AJ, I had answered the question too, and I said communication, and I think that's a great
Oh,
example of
that's a
what I was
fact.
trying. Yeah, what I was
And
trying
that
to get
adds on to
out.
what I just said. I see a
Yeah,
lot of relationships between a couple, right? And the man necessarily wants to doesn't not. I see. I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe that's stupid. If you can't tell your woman that you're with that you want other women involved, I think you, you're missing out on something that you could have when you can fuck up something else that you
You
already have. You feel
you
me?
know what? You know what the thing is though. I don't think. Oh shit. You know what the thing is though. I don't think that's the reason for everybody. It's just
I'm
that
sorry, what you
it's
say?
it's not that simple. I
Yeah,
don't I
right.
don't thi- I don't think you feel me. I don't think it's that simple. You know what I mean? And salute to Josh White, man. Salute to you, bro. Um, Same thing. Everybody's doing this shit for different reasons. It's not everybody reason ain't the same. Like you might have a nigga who's just like I'm trying to have a threesome. I'm trying to get other shorties involved, but you might have a damaged person who just kind of just ends up doing some shit. You know what I mean? Might not be even looking to do the shit. Sometimes shit just finds you. You feel me? So like everybody reason for doing certain shit is never really the same. You know what I mean? There can be similarities and you know what I mean? But
No, I agree. I agree with
you
that.
know what
I
I'm saying?
understand
Yeah.
that. That's on.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, yeah, I understand that. But I do believe that there is a choice. You get what I'm saying? I do believe that.
Absolutely, absolutely. At that point now, this your spouse has a choice to make a decision if they're willing to deal with that, and honestly, probably save you a whole lot of headache than her finding out otherwise. You know, at that point. So, and y'all still probably could end up being cool if she's like, "No, I'm not with that." You feel me? Like, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm gonna just remove myself out the situation, or she has an option at that point to be like, well, shit, you know what? You were upfront, you were honest with me, and let me consider. I might could consider this,
Right. Right.
but in a sense, I think it's no longer you're leading or you're holding on, leading someone on by not telling them or making them aware of the situation that they're, possibly bringing themselves into, or that they quote unquote signed up for.
Yeah, that's true. And I just want to say to everybody here, thank you for coming. But I would love for y'all to follow the Greenhouse, the Hip Hop Zone, because this is the best zone in the building on Clubhouse Streets. Yeah. Make sure you follow all these amazing moderators and mods, right? And all the speakers that resonate with you. And jump on this amazing Discord where we have all this information and different rooms that's coming up during the week. Follow the club, y'all. Share and
Right.
ping the room. Come on, this is
How about
social
this?
currency. Do it for me now. Do it for me now. Do it for me
Let me
now.
do it
All
for you.
right,
Let
the
me do
floor
it
is
for
still
you.
oh,
open.
Hey,
Look,
salute
how
to the
about this?
zonies, man. That Discord be popping,
let's
man. Day
go.
and
Let's
night. Day and
go.
night. Swear.
How about this? Look, you might be happily married. You come home after a hard day's work, get in that bed, and you get stiff on. You sleep on your side. I sleep on my side. He's like, I want some hands. Like, God didn't make my mouth for that. And then fast forward, you might be on the block selling a blunt, and this little cute little chick, while you selling a blunt too, be like, I want that in my mouth.
So, what's
Uh,
your value?
What
What
was
do you
that
what
last?
what
What was that
what do you
last part you
value in the
said?
relationship?
Look, I value me coming home from work and bending your ass over the couch or the kitchen counter, and you saying, "Get it, daddy."
What the
Wow.
This fool.
Well,
You
hey,
stupid.
look,
All
see,
right.
you know what, and that goes to show you that like for a lot of people, sex is a high value, right? You do the way that's done. I mean, that's valuable. Like you aligning with somebody in that area is super important, and I think actually Trigger had spoke to it a little bit and maybe somebody else, but no, that is a value, and actually for me, I'll even chime in on that. Like, no, that's serious business to me. Like, don't approach me if you ain't hot in the area. I'm just saying. We're just saying. Oh, don't get so quiet like y'all ain't never heard about sex.
Hey, I agree
No,
with
I
that. I
agree.
agree with
Nah,
that.
I
But
agree. I
I also
agree.
do.
Shit, that
I
should be one
see.
of the
I
values.
see. I'm the type of man that don't expect it. I know it's gonna come when I put the energy in to get it. You get what I'm saying?
That part. So I mean, we value different things, and
It's
that's
gonna
okay.
come with my
Like that's a
personality.
huge part of it.
And also, let me add to that. That's funny, AJ. I got you. Thank you for that share. But no, like that's a huge part of keeping a relationship together, making love. See, people, but intimacy is so important when it comes to that part, right? Because the love making is super important to bringing you closer together and keeping you close together. So if you are slacking in that area, or one person is on one wavelength and other one person is on another wavelength, that's going to be a crash landing waiting to happen. And then really a lot of people break up over that mess, like for real. If you, because you got some people, they will use sex as a punishment, right? You married to them, you in a relationship with them, and they'll use it against you. Oh, yeah, because you said this or you did this, you ain't getting nothing
Like a
tonight.
dog
That's
treat.
right, abusive. Like, so that is like, if you know how you are in that area, I think that should be right on the table and having a conversation about it from the jump. Like, I wouldn't even move forward with somebody if I don't know to a great degree where they are with that, because I know how I am. And so that it goes
Right.
back to what I was saying. Self-reflection is so important because, like, if you value sex in a certain type of way and you need a certain type of thing, don't marry somebody that you know ain't gonna give it to you in a certain type of way. So, like, yeah, I just want to
Right.
add that to the pot because I know we can be weird about that subject, but yeah, the floor is
No,
open.
no,
Have at
no.
it.
We ain't weird at
I
Oh
all.
no,
like
you
that.
stirred
I
the pot
like
with a little
that.
bit of hot sauce.
Right. That's not weird.
Ooh.
That's yeah, honey. That's the part. That's why I said what I said earlier. That like when Josh said what he said, it had some, it was almost like a comic anecdote to a degree. Like we can all relate to that because it's funny, but it also is true because in certain circumstances, you just have people who are literally in a situation like that. They may not be in a situation where a person is like holding out on them because of something that they did to them, but they just may just be holding out because they holding out for whatever reason they holding out. And then he walked down the street, and then Shorty just throw the ass on him. And at some point, he kind of just like, damn, okay, it just happened. I tried. He didn't go out looking for it. You know what I mean? He got it through on him, and
Right.
now it's like he's
You
like
gotta
a piece
learn
of
how to
hell.
not catch it.
You know, hey, look, bro, shit, man, listen.
You got
That's
some of
man,
those
look.
booties you
It's
need to reject. I'm just saying, man.
Of course. I mean, of course, you gotta have discernment in the streets, but I'm just saying, like, that's why everybody doesn't do things for the same reason. You know what I mean? When you have a deliberate, premeditated action took place on somebody, that's you know, that's somewhat malicious because you thought about doing the shit, knowing your circumstances and knowing how things you know, would transpire if you did something, and then you went out, seeked it, and then you found it, and then now you're doing it. That's different. If you got a situation like bro was just talking about, sure you're not trying to give him no head, and he like the fuck, he like, all right, you tweaking.
And he married.
He still may be enduring it though. He still may be enduring that situation. He runs into a shorty and she talk about some she damn near superhead. He damn near gonna fold. It's just what it is. In some circumstances, you may have a person that's like looking at the love. He
But
may
Man,
be looking
but
at the
but
love,
but,
and you know what
that
I mean.
is a
And he
but
was
let,
talking
choice,
about
my
but
then
let,
boy.
she was
let,
married.
If you
let me
say he
just say this
married, that
though.
is a choice to go outside of your marriage
No,
to do that.
But let me just
what
say
he
this.
said, wait. What he
Yes, it is.
said
It's still a
though,
choice. It's
he
still a
in his
choice.
marriage,
It's still a
his
choice.
wife was using sex as a punishment, and he was whatever maybe the case, and pretty much went and landed him up outside the marriage doing something that he would have been doing if his if his wife wasn't
Period.
The
being
voice
Factual.
abusive.
rate.
Factual.
That's what he
And
So
was
in
saying.
certain
She was being abusive with sex.
so not giving
yeah.
him
So
sex.
like
You're
But
saying,
but
Right,
that's
right.
what bro was talking about. Go ahead,
and
Josh.
if
My
it's
bad, Josh. Go
and
ahead,
then
bro.
oh, go
Because
ahead.
it was Josh who said it, so I would like for bro to say what he was saying because that
Where
was
did he
exactly what he was
go?
saying.
Oh,
He
he ain't
still
in here.
Sure, sure. I'm
no, he
listening.
right there.
I'm
Go
Oh,
ahead.
listening.
He right
what?
next to you.
Oh,
I'm
dang.
listening.
I
Oh,
still say
I've been
dang.
married. I've
divorce
been
her.
married for the last 20 years. I've been married for the last 20 years, and for the last 2 years, I tried dating. Man, it's some weird shit, man. Females is man. I talked to this one female. She can call me any night for some dick, but if I call her, she get mad.
But you need to
It's
put a
all a
fee on
part
it.
of understanding women, dog. That's it.
Yeah, no, I
It's
don't
all a
understand
part
And,
women.
of
Look,
not
I've
and,
been
playing
married
and
about
games with
knowing
20
your
people
years
and
worth.
though.
knowing when to cut them off.
Nah.
and knowing your
I ain't
worth.
That
I ain't
part.
grew up no big player.
That's what I just
I
said.
done watch YouTube videos. I know the game.
If your guidelines
But
ain't set
yeah,
with the woman you willing to spend the rest of your life with, I don't think you should marry her.
Right.
guess where I ring at right now? Sitting in a fucking drawer. Nice. You know how many thousands of nights I came home from work and I got in my bed and she stiff on me like, I'm gonna sleep on my side, you sleep on your side, don't touch me. I'm like, can I just rub it on your thigh? Can I put it on your booty? Get the fuck away from me. You get on your side, I get on my side.
Mm,
Well,
that
um,
ain't.
I would say that
This is
that
definitely the
somebody
pitfalls.
And look, I'm saying that, I'm
you
saying it
gotta
again.
move
Sheesh.
on.
But
You
y'all,
gotta move
some of
on.
y'all in this room done that shit. And then she arch her booty back.
Nah.
She arch her booty back. You know, she
She
arch
gon'
back, right? But she want it. She do want it.
she gon'
Well, I'm
throw
gonna
it
say
on
that,
me.
right?
Wow,
Boy, how
wow.
y'all
And
doing
I get
tonight?
it. Her ass are finished. She'll come in
Doing
Is
doing
one
this
good. How
minute.
are you?
game?
She'll
What?
come in 1 minute and then go limp and say, "Just hurry up, nigga." I'm like,
So
Wait,
"What
wait,
the
how he?
wait.
fuck?"
Let bro. Yeah, let bro finish.
Uh,
Wait, you said.
He
Say that
telling
again,
his
Josh. I'm
story,
sorry, bro. We
y'all.
was having a hard time to hear it. Yeah, go ahead, Josh. Sorry about that.
See, a lot of women in this room probably did that shit too. Nigga, look, okay, you want see when women want some dick, they don't see no means no, no means no, all this shit. Yeah, we know we grew up with no means no. I know whatever no means no, right? When you want some dick, you don't take no for an answer. You want some dick, and nigga, I'll be high as fuck, and I'ma still come over there and give you some shit, whatever. And I ain't never told your ass no, but when a man wants some, no. But then you still want some. We could be in the bed together. You can still, like I said, still follow me out the bed. But then it's not like you don't want it. It's not like you don't like it. You arch that ass back in a subtle way, and you let me know you still want it. And then I do it, and you hurry up and finish. Your ass come in 1 fucking minute, and then go limp and be like, just hurry up, nigga. And I'm over there just unsatisfied. Like, what the fuck? Or
Nah,
I get some
that's
head.
just you, my brother.
Yeah, yeah. That's you, man.
How long you been married?
yeah.
How long you been married, bro?
Come
How
on
long you
now,
been
y'all
married?
know y'all been
See,
in
that's the
situations like
thing.
that
That's just
before,
you,
where
my
How long
somebody
you
brother.
is
been
not
married,
giving
bro?
you what you
See,
Lord,
that's the
want,
nothing
thing.
and
What
like
I'm
that.
No,
saying, like, if that
See,
checklist
see,
ain't
and then
checking,
niggas that say shit like that,
man.
they've been married for 20 years longer.
Sheesh.
I've been married for 20 years. It be niggas who been
What
married
you
for
do?
30 years.
Marry her the
I done
time
asked
you
these
met
niggas,
her?
well, how did you make your marriage work? You know what these niggas say? These niggas that talk all this shit, they say, I just let her crazy ass, whatever she say, it go in one ear and come out the other. And I say, yes, ma'am.
It sounded like she was just mad at her side nigga and she was taking that on you.
That's deep.
uh,
So
no.
hey y'all, so are y'all talking about what values did y'all have in the relationship?
It
Talk
seemed
about it,
like,
cause
hey, hey, hey.
Queen,
Queen
the
is
value,
here. What?
Queen, the values went down a
Let's
rabbit
This is
hole.
talk.
crazy.
Hey,
Literally.
bro, she was just
Wake
mad
it
at her
Let's
up.
side nigga,
let's
she
brother.
wake
like,
it
I don't
up.
know what's going on, but
Let's wake it up.
These values is in a sunken place right now.
What?
And talking that shit. Wait till you get
It's
married
like
now.
Atlantis
You gonna
over
find out.
So
Hey, bro.
when you marry, so hold on. Josh just said, "Wait till you get married." So when you marry, what? I mean,
I
talk to me.
don't think I'm gonna have that situation.
I think Josh was saying that. Wait till you get married. Talk to me.
Oh, you gonna find
What
out.
you mean?
And it's
I've been
for
married.
both
I've
sides
been
too.
married for 15 years. Been with my husband for 26. What you talking about?
hmm And you control shit, don't you?
Nah, that's
No,
what I'm
I do
talking about.
not.
That's why you in this
Nah,
room.
that's
Why
what
you
I'm
in this
talking
damn
about.
No,
room
I
right
do
now?
Well,
not.
What's going
Hip
on?
hop,
We
man.
That's
control
What's
each
going on?
love.
her
other.
husband's sitting right here.
Oh wait, let's talk
If
about
y'all,
it.
if y'all want,
Wake it up.
if
Wait,
y'all want,
what's
y'all
well,
can
going
go
I
back
on?
and
I have
look at the
I have a
recaps.
question.
All that
I
He
have a
stuff.
said.
question.
She
I
said,
have a
put a
question.
name
Hey,
You
on
done
it.
one
killed that
zone,
nigga's
one
soul.
zone, one zone, one
I have
zone.
one
If your husband
question.
was my
One
co-worker, I'd be
question.
like, how you make your marriage work? You'd be like,
What?
man, I just let Queen say whatever she want, and
Hey,
No,
I
she said
smile and
one
stuff like
zone
that.
though.
One
no,
zone,
I didn't
Josh.
say
I
one
got
Joshua.
zone.
one
Go ahead,
question.
Queen.
One question.
No, you.
Um, what is like so if you're married for that long? are there still people you think about, sexually?
Never. All I think about is my husband.
Okay.
Man, I just want to know, was that a real question, dude?
Right. That was that. He
Was
sound.
that a real
He
question,
really
dog?
sound with that.
Cause you know there is dating before the marriage,
That's
right?
a real question. It's a real question because there's people that are married that actually think about
That's a
other
legitimate
Yeah,
people.
question.
but
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 then
I'm
you ask how many
saying, but that
marriages
But
is
I
a
get
been,
what
how
y'all
choice.
many
You heard
saying.
me?
marriages
That
you
is
have.
a choice, though. That is a
Yeah, that's a
choice.
fact,
But
and that's chosen.
logically, come on, man,
yeah, I
come
get what
on.
I
he's
get the
saying.
No, but
sentiments
So
of what y'all
if
saying. I
you
but
understand.
but
sitting there,
in real
I
time,
see both sides, but logically, come
now
on
I can
now.
see a
that's a
celebrity
fact. But
maybe.
if you sitting there
The
and you're
celebrity.
thinking
I
about somebody else, you should not be
That
married.
part.
Let's talk about it.
we're not.
But see,
We're
that's
No,
not.
you're supposed
why.
to be thinking
So
about your
we're not.
significance.
No, no,
Let's
no,
talk
no.
about it.
Somebody said logically.
Let me say one time. Let me say one time. I
Okay.
agree with what uh, ma'am was saying before me, but then I also do.
Freddie.
I do understand that not everybody has the same standards when it comes to the marriage, and not everybody's marriage is the same. You hear me?
But
That's
I'm
true.
saying,
That's true.
at the end of the day, right? We still have those physical things, that we're attracted to.
Who is we though? You are you. You're not in a marriage with
Every human
everybody.
being
You're not
in
in
the
a
world.
marriage with every human being. You are your own person, and you get to make a choice of what you doing in that marriage. You hear me?
You
That's
don't think
it. What I'm
you don't
saying
think
is, marriage is not something that.
how long have you been married? If
What
you
I'm
don't mind
saying,
me
listen
asking.
to what I'm saying. Understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
let it
My
go.
my
Let it go. Let it
understanding
go.
of what a marriage is, it ain't the same as yours. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying? The
Understood.
woman I'm gonna be down with is gonna be down with what I'm down with. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna
That's
be
the
down with
safety.
what
Right.
she doing. You feel me?
That's the
But
safety.
it ain't what everybody
But
else
how
is
long?
doing. You know what I'm saying?
How long?
Yeah.
It don't matter how long because it's gonna
Let
be
me
No, it
whatever it
does.
is.
It
let
does.
me let me
It
say let me
does.
say this though, right? Let me just say this though, right? So check this out, right? So um that's it's good to say that. It's good to say that, and it's good to what I mean to have that point of view with a relationship within the situation structure. It's of course you need to be speaking shit into existence for yourself, for your life to manifest it, right? Perfect, right? But it's hard to if you haven't walked in them shoes, bro. You kind of can't even say some stuff. Shit really happens. Shit gets real in a marriage, bro. Shit gets real in a marriage. It's not just you just are in a relationship with somebody. Like you can have a long term relationship with a motherfucker. You can even be courting and living with a motherfucker, bro. And you know, that's an aspect of it. But now you are like really depending on this person. Like now you're really truly dependent on this person. And in some aspects, when you have people that's not even fully developed in their own emotional balance and mental capacity, bro, they're depending on that for you too. You know what I mean? Some people carry a big ass load. So when the nigga talking
I, I,
about
I
sex,
understand that, but
you feel
that's
me?
where the dating comes in. You get to know the person before you get married.
Shit
To
changes,
know,
No,
bro.
you
Shit
know what I'm
no, it
changes,
saying?
bro.
changes.
Shit
It
changes,
changes.
bro.
The
Shit
idea
changes,
of the
bro. That
marriage
shit
is
No,
don't
what
people can
stay.
wear a
changes it. I
mask.
feel.
People can wear a mask for
Yeah,
a
bro,
whole
but
year.
you have to walk
Nowadays,
in them
it's like so
shoes, my
much,
boy. That's
but
what I'm
But
trying to
I
say. You
do
gotta kind
agree
of
with
walk
you.
in
I
them
have to
shoes.
One
experience
zone,
that.
one zone.
I do have to understand that. I have to go through
It's not
that to
all the
understand
same,
that. But
bro.
I hear what you're saying.
I know what you're saying though, bro. You do have to speak that shit. You're supposed to. And the thing is though, it's a lot of shit motherfuckers were supposed to do before they walk down the aisle. It's a bunch of shit you're gonna think about. I should have did this first. You gonna do that just dating a motherfucker. Before you lay dick down on some girl, you gonna think like, damn, you know what? Before I really pursued this shorty, I should have did this. I should have been able to set myself up like this. A lot of women feel like, damn, before I gave him the pussy, I should have did this and said this. You're gonna feel like that all the fucking time. You feel
Oh,
me?
that's what I'm doing right now, brother.
You
That's
feel what
why I
I'm
made it
saying?
to 30 with no kids and no jail time. You know what I mean? I never
Well,
been to
good for
jail.
you.
I
That's
Good.
ain't
what's
never
Hey,
up.
none of
hey,
that.
hey, good
Like
for
I
you,
got
bro.
I was told I got a choice in this world.
Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go.
good
That's a
for you,
I
fact.
still
man.
live in the
Hey,
hood.
good
The
for
hood
you,
don't make
man.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
So
fact. I love
That is a
that.
fact.
you know,
That is a
and
fact.
it's a lot of shit I see, and I do understand what y'all saying, but I see a lot. I try to live things without a bias, but I don't let
Mhm.
shit,
Mhm.
the things I go through, make me.
Dictate how your yeah, but
You
you're
know what
not
I'm
really
saying?
supposed to. You're
You
not
feel
supposed
me?
to, bro. So I salute you for that.
You know what I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean? I just mean, bro,
I do hear that.
had
I do
yeah,
hear
how
that.
you yeah, but you're right. It's both. It's both sides.
Yeah,
It's both
yeah,
sides. Speak it
exactly.
into existence and know what you want,
Yeah,
bro, and live
that's
out what you
exactly.
want.
That's
You feel
what
me?
I'm
Right.
saying.
Live out
That's what
what
I'm
you
saying.
want.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe in the cheating shit because if it has to be cheating, why are you with the person? If
Hey
I
yo,
have to step
I agree.
outside of the boundary of what I've agreed to
I agree.
dealing with, why do it?
but
I
I
agree.
got a
I can never.
Wait,
quick
hold on, cause
question.
Mystic.
Oh,
Wait, Jay. Mystic actually was in the chat. And thank you for all the shares that we had so far. Everybody's different. Understand that everybody perspective might be different. So let's just respect each other as always. Mystic. What did you said you had a comment?
Well, I was going to say, like, have you read the contract, right? Because marriage is a contract. And then they also say marriage is an institution. Like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, I never signed a contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a baby daddy, but I never put him in the system for child support, right? And people may be like, somebody got mad at me for that. And I said, I did it for a reason, right? Because I don't need his financial, if you will, to raise a child in this world. So, like, my thing is, like, how is everybody setting it up, right? Like, how are you setting it up for the future of you and the future of your seed?
Got life insurance. My kids getting 100,000 each when I die.
Yeah, but
Ain't no
like,
damn like.
But
you don't put
but
that out there. You don't put it out there like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that.
Well,
and
nah,
that's
and
one of the ways that people do ensure that the kids are taken care of, and also through life insurance, right? I'm a little bit of a nerd. Through life insurance, like you
And the
can pass
average
on a
person
lot of
don't
different
have
things.
that.
So,
let,
well, I
let,
Let's
got
talk
what
let
you're
me
about it.
say
saying.
something.
It's
Let me
it's
just say something,
well, let me land my
please.
Let him,
plane.
let
Wait
Let,
a
him
minute.
finish.
stop,
Hold
stop.
on.
Hey,
Let him
stop.
Excuse
land.
One mic,
me.
one mic,
One
bro.
zone, one zone on honey. Hey, hello. I didn't finish. Jeez, man.
All right,
Okay.
go
Well,
ahead.
Why we can't do that in real life? I tried that.
Joshua.
I tried to do that shit in
Wait.
my marriage.
Excuse me,
One
sir.
mic.
One zone
One
on honey, y'all. Hey,
zone.
yo,
Hey,
one
yeah,
zone on honey,
please.
and then
One
Come
zone
everybody
on
on
else get
now,
their
honey.
three.
One
y'all
zone on
tripping.
honey.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
tripping.
One
Please,
zone,
Yeah.
please.
one zone, one
Yeah,
zone,
don't
one
do
zone.
that, please.
I want to
Come
hear
on
you.
now. We gotta have some
Let's
respect. We
go. Let's
adults
go.
here.
Let's go. Go ahead,
Come on
honey,
now.
baby.
So what I'm saying is like I think like I do agree that the average person don't have life insurance, but it is a way to pass on generational wealth, right? My family, my parents done that and stuff like that. So if anything happened to them, there's going to be a lot of things paid for. Not going to have to worry about certain things, but I think that that's a big part of marriage is like talking about those things, owning houses, owning land, putting certain things into place, not just receiving a check from somebody for child support. I think it's a little bit more into that than just all of that, right? Because a lot of times when we putting people on child support, is really emotion motivated. So like I just think that if we focus on that part, which it's not that hard to get life insurance, it don't cost that much a month to get it. So you can go through a lot of different people. I go through Global Life, and that's how I got my stuff, straight or whatever. So like yeah, like that's something that we need to start doing as a people, period, across the board.
And
And passing on that
and you are
can
knowledge.
I
absolutely
piggyback
right.
off of you? Okay, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Can
yo,
I just
can I say
piggyback
this?
for one
Oh,
second?
go ahead, go ahead.
Queen
Let me
was
say
up there
one.
talking
You are
first, so if y'all could
No,
My
no,
bad,
please
it's
my
yield
okay.
bad.
the
Go
mic.
ahead, baby.
All right.
Well, I was just saying.
Yeah,
I
go
No,
was
ahead,
I
gonna
P.
was
say.
no.
just
I
gonna
was
Oh,
going
say
to
my
just
bad.
say
a
this.
lot of times we all talking about life insurance, but a lot
Right.
of us that have kids or have business, you definitely need to go ahead and build a trust, or
Yeah.
anything like that. I never hear that on this platform. People only talking about this and that, but nobody is
Life
dealing with
insurance can go too, bro.
because I work for a lawyer office, so um Trust is very important, right? Because if you got a business or a land or whatever, etc., even if you got money in your bank, right? Because tomorrow is not promised to none of us. So therefore, we need to look at and look into that as well. That's very, very important. If you do have kids, please look into that as well. And
Yeah,
I'll
also,
go ahead
actually, I
on that.
want to add on to what
Okay,
you were saying. There's a
I'm
such thing
listening.
called charitable trust, right? You could put your house, your car, your land, all that under a charitable trust, and they can't tax it and they can't take it.
Yeah,
Period.
I just want to
Well,
say, my
I was
bad.
just,
Oh, go ahead, go
I,
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna go back about the relationships and then the life insurance. So if we develop strong relationships, we have installed the right morals and values into our kids. Because right now, if you got a child, for them, it ain't well, it's finna go up now because the kids are getting killed. The kids is dying. They dying faster than the older people, the middle aged people. They dying fast. So as a parent, whether you think your child is active or not active, whether he's a good kid or not, once he leave that house, he in these streets, nigga. The school bus, nigga, the cafeteria. So at
What?
some
That's
point,
facts.
you
That's
have to,
facts.
yeah, listen, $12, what that shit probably 14, $15. I know niggas smoking grams, niggas drinking Douce, motherfuckers got Remy head and shit. So when we say that
Let's
we
speak
can't
up. Let's
afford it,
speak
no,
up,
we can
yo.
afford
Good
it.
conversation.
We can definitely afford it, but it goes back to the relationships. And I don't want to talk too long, but one thing I want to say is, and I would love to do a census of the average age of the people who are actually checking in. I run a radio station, and I think like if you guys can, whoever runs this room, like you can rip this shit. I'll play it on the radio station because I think these conversations need to be had. They need to be heard on all platforms. So at the end of the day, I think when we talk about trust, whether you're a man or a female, if I'm talking to the fellas, when you trust your partner, if it's any male on this platform that say they don't trust nobody, that mean they don't trust themselves. They'll do anything anyway. Ain't no trust, ain't no loyalty to nothing. So it's unpredictable. I don't care when a motherfucker tell me they don't trust nobody. I can't fuck with you.
That's a
You
fact.
hear me?
That's a red
I
flag.
don't care who like it, who
That's
don't
a
like it.
red
So
flag. Let's talk about
Because
it.
they don't trust themselves. If you don't trust
so
nobody, usually you don't trust yourself.
so when I trust the individual that I'm with, if I'm with my old lady, if I'm with you as a partner, and I give you my trust and my loyalty, and you betray that, I may still fuck with you, but it's on my accord now, and I'ma still let karma be yours. But when I fuck with somebody, like even with my wives and shit, like when the nigga gave that scenario, I don't want to say nigga, but when that brother gave that scenario about the hot mouth Latino and ready to goddamn go to work, I was like, damn, I remember that. But I swear it was nice that I walked away. I did give in, I did fuck up, but I tried so hard not to do it. And when I did it, I felt so bad. I felt like I had snitched, like I had told on somebody. I felt like I had betrayed everything because when you trust somebody and you break that trust, if you a real person and it don't hurt you, then it didn't mean shit to you anyway. So nigga, you that what it is. So for the persons who are getting beat or cheated on, don't stop being who you are. They just expose who they really are. Don't stop being you because of these assholes. They gonna whoever it is, male or female, because karma got everybody's fucking address. So if that ain't how you moving, you ain't got to worry about it. But if that's how you moving, I ain't saying whether you right or wrong. But nigga, just keep your eyes open and nigga look through the blinds because it's coming.
And you
Am
don't do the right thing
That's
because
a
you with
fact.
somebody. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Period. So it
Exactly.
doesn't matter if someone cheat or not. You do the right thing regardless because that's the type of person you are. You are a honest person. I'm not gonna go out and cheat on somebody because they cheated on me. Two wrongs don't make a right.
right?
Mystic, I
No, I'm
think
gonna tell you,
I
like if
think
you, yeah.
Mystic had want to speak. We go ahead, P.
Oh no, but you guys are absolutely right. And once again, I definitely would like to know the ages, but I think the trust. And one thing I'm gonna say to you guys as a platform,
Trust comes
I
with
don't
the
be
energy you
concerned
put out
about.
there. You hear me?
I don't be concerned about if my old lady is cheating. I can't. put that energy into that. But I'm going to make sure when we're around each other that I have the respect and the attention that I deserve. I can't just sit back
I
here. I'm
mean,
not
you
looking through
going
the
to
phone. I'm not
Oh,
doing that. You gonna show yourself. You gonna expose
that
yourself.
part.
I ain't got to do nothing. You hear me? So for me to
You know
change
what?
who I
And you
am,
know what,
I
P?
had a
That's a
similar
fact. A lot of
situation.
times,
Wait,
a lot
wait.
of times, Don. A lot of times, people expose themselves, but they act like, you know what I mean? That's facts.
because their behavior
because
gonna
they so
change.
used to getting away with it,
Okay, Mystic.
male and
Okay,
female.
so Mystic want to say something. Jay, I seen you come off the mic. I think AJ you said was saying something. Mystic, if you
I'm
want to
sorry.
jump right on in there,
Yeah.
and then we'll go to AJ
So
and
I
Jay.
just wanted to speak from experience, right? So, before like I went in for a surgery, I made sure that I had my paperwork in place, right? So I made sure I had my living will, my power of attorney, all of that in place because guess what? I was never married. And guess what? My daughter's father, that's never been in her life, he could have taken everything because of the state that I live in is different in different states, right? So I had all of that in place. So when I was in my coma state, like I had my paperwork set up. So my mom was over my account. She was making sure my bills were getting paid. And I trust my family. Like they were doing all of that. So like I had all of that in place. You know, I even saw that even before I went into my NDE, right? So I had all of that all set up and I had all the trust, I had all of that all set up. So because I already saw it coming. So I was like already like on top of everything and making sure that everything was in place, right? So my thing is to everybody, like, you got to have an attorney, like, even if you get like in a traffic or, you get pulled over or whatever, you got to have that like lawyer type thing in your back pocket, right? Even if you pay like $10 a month or whatever, you got to have that in your back pocket so you can take care of this because guess what? They don't give a shit about anybody. You got to hold your own. They don't give a shit about anybody. And especially if you on a system, if you relying solely on the government, they don't give a shit about you. I'm sorry, I land. That was hard, but it's true. Have your own. Have your own.
That's a fact.
Self
Salute,
preservation is
salute,
everything.
salute.
I just wanted to add on to who was speaking for Mystic. Uh, I've been through a situation with this is my first long term relationship, right? We met on the app, right? Got kicked out the crib about a month after we started talking. I ain't have nowhere to go. I just called her. Hey, yo, I got kicked out. She did what she had to do to get me into with her. You feel me? Me and her mom, boom. Then it comes time for me to move out, right? About a year after, right? I got an opportunity to move in my boy, his girl, right? We had a conversation before we moved. I moved in. It's like, do you want to come with me or you want to stay there? He's like, come with you. Maybe a week in. We just getting the cable connected and whatever. Weekend. One weekend moved in. I'm out there, me and her with my boy, chilling with. We in the back seat. I see from my peripheral vision, the corner of my eye, I see the phone. I see the phone. She on the phone. She been on the phone all day, just different. Just shit different. It ain't the same vibe. She just all in her phone. I see the corner of my eye, phone bright as day. I can fuck you better than your boyfriend can. I told the homie, stop the car. This is exactly what I said. Said it did. Told the homie, stop the car. I snatched the phone. She texting dude for a whole 2 months before we even moved in. I kicked her out. You know what I'm saying? I made that choice, man. I ain't dealing with this.
Hey Jay, y'all remember me, bro? Yeah, I always
Oh
be rapping.
no, no.
Now look
Who
real
brought him
quick.
up? Nope.
Who did
No,
No,
that?
not right
please
now.
wait.
Wait,
No,
Mr.
wait,
No,
no,
wait,
no.
wait.
Kesha,
What he
he
gonna
gonna
say? What he
ask
gonna
for a
say? Hold on.
cash
What he gonna
app.
say?
yeah,
What
He
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 gonna
gonna
say?
needs
ask
the
for a
bag.
cash app
No,
for
no,
rapping.
no, no,
He gonna
Nope.
show you his grades and all
nobody.
that. Yes, you are.
Send that
Start, little
chat,
boy,
No,
Pedro.
I brought. I'm
little
sorry for
boy.
that, y'all.
It's
We
all
having
good.
a good conversation. That's one of our one of you. Everybody should know who he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely not gonna bring him on the stage. But let's keep rocking. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
But
So you
no,
kicked her out, and then what?
I kicked y'all. Still made her payment for the rest of the 6 month lease.
Wait, what?
She had a choice.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Hmm.
why you do
Well, if
that?
she paid the 6 months, you
She
should have
she
been able to
she
say
she
that.
she she,
Y'all signed the
she
contract.
signed a lease.
She
She
signed the
signed the
contract.
lease. Her name was on that lease.
Okay, yeah, she signed the contract.
She paying the rest of that.
Yeah, so
And
she
she was
should be
already
able to be
leaving.
there.
She was she
Nah,
left.
contractually
She
it
she
don't
was
matter.
already moving. She already was leaving. She chose to leave. You feel me?
Contractually, it don't
What?
matter if you sign a contract, no
You know
matter
what
what
I'm saying?
the terms is,
She
you gotta
was
pay.
moving shit back to her mom's house a couple days before, right? I was like, just get out. Why are you still here? What are you doing? If you're
So
not really
she was
like this,
gonna leave
get on.
anyway without even really
Yeah,
saying something.
pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's different. Then they do. If
And
you on a contract, you
I
gotta
seen
pay.
the different motions. I seen the different motions. I was like, well, if you already taking your shit out, get on then. What the fuck you still here for?
Yeah, but
Especially
yeah,
if you done
legally
did
she
that
have to pay
to
though.
me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, still pay. You know what I'm saying? Not doing that. And then she tried to do some petty shit. We came home with the lights off. Like, what the fuck? The bitch had the lights turned off. And then we didn't come home till night. So we had to wait till the next day to go get to shut that shit off. Like, it was hard. It's all choices,
Glad to
man.
hear that.
It's all choices.
That's messed
You know what
up,
I'm
and that's
saying?
the kind of stuff that make it hard for really good women to find men that are actually like grounded and know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it
Yeah.
makes it hard for the next woman coming along because now you're gonna be extra cautious, probably.
And then look, I say about 2 years after, right, broke up on and stopped talking. I forgot. She picked her up at work one time. We just had a conversation. She done told me some cold shit after we broke up. From the time we broke up to then, she done told me some cold shit. Some cold shit that would never had happened with me. You feel me? Some fucked up shit she done went through. And then she made a goofy ass excuse to why she made the decision of why she did. She said, "Cause it's your friends." I'm like,
Cause
what?
what?
My friend, cause like, see, our relationship was different. We hung out all the time. We was spontaneous, do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Great energy shit. You feel me? Things nobody like. We didn't care about spending money. It's just about going and do shit together. You feel me? And then she would always come with me when I was hanging with the homies. But she was like, she made that an excuse. Like, you don't get to tell me who my friends are and not hang out with them or don't hang out with them. I don't like you. Like, what? You're not doing that.
Well, that's a red flag.
This
Right.
is crazy. But it didn't come out till after, and I think it was an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. And then
So
you regret. Then they regret stuff. So go ahead, Jay.
so you still talk to her?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is, it's been since 20, we broke up 2015, and then last time we talked was 2016, 2017, something like that. Something like that. But nah, that's out. I don't talk to my exes. You know what I'm saying?
It's just something about wanting the bad guy, wanting the guy that don't want you, or the woman that don't want you. Like wanting the bad, the woman that's an asshole. Like for real. Like I'm
That's
being real honest about this
toxicity
because
with
I've
trauma.
noticed. Yeah, I've noticed this across the board. Like for some reason, it's something about that person that that you feel like you can't obtain, right? The one that gives you the hard time. Like I'm
Yeah, I
over
can't
that shit.
stand that.
Oh,
If
sorry.
you ain't
It,
rocking with how
like
I
yeah,
am
my
as I
bad.
come to you, I don't want it.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me. Like, and it's just why do people even do that? It's just like, be honest. Like, where are you at with me, or what do you expect from me? What is it? What's going on, right? But it's something about just having that tension and resistance. Man, I don't want that shit in the communication, right? I don't want to be vibing with somebody like that. If we're gonna do that tension and resistance stuff, really, couples should be doing that in the bedroom. They put it in the wrong spot. Like, I'm not gonna sit up and argue with you and do all that extra stuff. We can be in the bedroom, banging it out, getting over the stress, like the depression, whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's weird to me how, and this is what I value. I'm like,
Honey, how
it's a
you
time and
doing,
a
honey?
place for everything. It's a time and a place for everything. And so
That
I'm thinking,
part.
like, if you
Chill
going to
out,
have
Paige.
conflict, if you're gonna have
Yeah, yeah.
conflict or confrontation, like, I want to do it in a healthy way. I don't want to do it where I'm annihilating your
Yeah.
soul and downgrading you and stumping on your feelings and crushing your heart and just making you bleed out to the point where I'm looking like, what? Who the hell have I become? I don't want to do that. So like my thing is when I notice that in people, I'm out. I'm leaving. I value good communication
Discernment
and respect.
is the
So
Hey yo,
ultimate
but
man,
check
thing.
this out. Check this out.
go Jay.
You are what you allow,
Mm-hmm.
and what you allow, you will become.
Mm-hmm.
If
That's a
that make
fact.
any
Just
sense.
if
Yeah.
and that's what I was gonna add on to P. If I would have stayed in that situation when if I didn't let her leave, because it was like a couple of days I was trying to get it on. Like, what the fuck is going on? Tell me what. Talk to me. What, like, what's going on? Talk to me. What you like? I'm not here for nothing. Like, well, talk to me.
Hey, but
Feel me?
AJ,
I
AJ,
seen the
AJ,
change. You feel me?
AJ, bro, you gotta know the
That's what I'm
signs.
saying.
You
That's
should
what
have
I'm
let.
saying. That's what I'm trying to
Oh,
get to.
hold up,
That's what I'm trying to
my
get to.
brother, my brother, dead
Wait,
ass.
Jay,
You
Jay, let him rock, let him
okay? Go
rock,
ahead.
let him rock.
That's what I was trying to get to. That's why I had to understand that. I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? I had the homies come to the new spot that where because I met some homies over there by her crib, her old crib, right? And these the boys. They came to the new crib to tell me that they seen her hugging up on another nigga. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
but
So,
AJ,
that's
AJ,
why, you know what
AJ,
I'm
check
saying?
this out, my brother. That don't mean nothing to you, G. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to leave, G.
That's what I'm
You
saying. And
feel me?
that's why I cut it off.
You-
You feel me?
And all I'm gonna say is she.
I didn't
I
allow it
mean,
to
I ain't gonna
continue.
just make sure everybody know your
No, that's
worth.
what I'm saying.
You
When I
feel
seen
me?
that change,
Yeah.
I gave it up. Feel me? Ain't no
Lesson
forcing
learned.
nothing.
Man,
If you
if you
don't
got a
want it,
bag,
you
listen,
gotta
listen.
kick
If you
rocks.
gotta beg somebody to love you, to give you attention, to be kind to you, to be courteous to you, it's like that's
That's a
not for
fact.
you, right? Because anything that we want in life and that we utterly desire, we're gonna go after it with all our heart. It's not gonna be nothing in the world that's gonna keep me from telling you I love you. I care for you. I need you. I'm interested.
Your
Like you
energy is
find, like
gonna
you know what I'm
put that
saying?
out there,
I'm
and it's
right.
gonna show it.
I'm going to communicate. Not just the energy, but in communication. I'm going to articulate. I'm going to make sure you understand that I fucking want you, need you, desire you, can't live without you type shit. Like people is on some petty stuff, some weird stuff, and this is why they single. Shoot. I'm on my way to not being. Just saying.
But a relationship don't mean everything. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like two
Building
single.
one does.
No, I'm just saying. Look, two single. Like if you single, right? You shouldn't even be in a relationship until you find
That
yourself.
part. Yeah, that's
And
a
when
fact.
and when you and when you do find somebody, you make sure it's somebody that found their self. You feel me? And to me, I feel like nobody should be in a relationship with somebody that hasn't like just mastered their self. If that makes any sense, because it just don't make sense. Why
Like
would you?
as you
Why
talking
would
about
you?
as
Well, I'm gonna
compared to
give you
like
pushback
I'm
trauma
on that in
just
a
bonded
second, but I'm gonna
person,
let you land.
I,
I'm just saying. Why would you really be incomplete and be wanting to
Mm.
be with somebody.
Mm.
And
You're
all I'm
never
saying, why would you want to
incomplete.
be?
You're always
Nah,
learning.
listen,
You're
listen, baby,
always
listen,
growing.
listen. I know, but all I'm saying
I get
is,
both of
it's
y'all
a, it's
for
it's a,
real.
it's a. I look at life like a
No,
process,
yeah.
just like how we went through kindergarten to fifth grade. It was a completion process. Middle school to goddamn eighth grade, it was a completion process. Ninth grade to goddamn 12th grade. Like you have to find somebody on your completion status. That's all I'm saying. But if that make any sense,
No,
It
hopefully,
I totally
it
understand that.
makes
You
sense,
broke it
but
down
it
like
life
that
is a
differently.
process, man. Life, there's no completion. You're finding yourself. You're understanding yourself. You will forever be finding yourself. This is what I tell people. It ain't about completing anything. It's about becoming who you're supposed to be, right? And if on that journey I find the love of my life, I'm still going to become who I'm supposed to be, right? That person might be the piece to my puzzle to get me where I need to be, right? Because we're in this world
Mm.
not by ourselves. We need each other to build each other, right? So it's like thinking like, oh, I need to be completed just to be with somebody. I think there's, levels to maybe understanding yourself, having certain things done, but the process in life is just to be
But see, we
happy,
both
right?
gotta see that.
Everything around me is just fluff, right? The love of my life is if you want to call completion a
Fuck out of there.
completion, I need somebody to complete me, meaning I need the other puzzle. I need to feel whole within that like dynamic of a relationship. I wasn't created to be by myself. I wasn't created to be alone, right? But on this journey, right, I'm finishing a whole lot of different things, right? But when I meet that person, right, who I am may push them to be or do whatever they need to do in that time, because sometimes we just need that extra support, right? We need that extra inspiration or motivation to say, look, you can fucking do it. I know you going through stuff, but here I am to tell you, I see you. You can move forward. Sometimes people need that. So I don't believe that just because you are stagnant in a certain point that you shouldn't be with somebody. I think that love do really covers all and can motivate people to be them best selves. I think it's just like we're social creatures. To say that we got to do this by ourselves, no, you don't. I think you're stronger together than you are apart. I just think it takes a matter of time for you to find the right person that can complement you, that can motivate you and inspire you to be your best self. That's all
okay,
to it. Now, if
Miss
you
Not
Honey,
everybody
bleeding,
taught that though. I'm just
yeah,
Miss
but
saying.
Honey, can I
right,
say
right. If
can I
you
say this real
bleeding,
quick?
I'm gonna land my
I'll
plane.
go
Give me
ahead,
a
my
second.
bad.
So listen, if you're bleeding, right, and you've been through something, right, there's a certain level to it. If you find yourself not being able to compartmentalize, meaning separate that the person that's in front of you is not your enemy and is not your past, then you probably shouldn't be in a relationship. But sometimes you may meet that person that can actually help you through what you are going through. And that's the thing. But you gotta know the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna make this real quick. All I'm gonna say is, baby girl, if you find somebody if you basically listen, if you one puzzle piece of being one puzzle piece from being completed, and you find somebody else that's one puzzle piece from being completed, and y'all complete each other, what that sound like, baby? You hear me?
That's no completion.
I mean,
You're
what you did,
forever, you're
you gotta.
forever growing and learning. You are forever becoming.
Okay,
Life is a
okay,
journey.
Let me let
You
me let
don't
me kind
ever,
of
I
you
know.
let
don't
me
ever stop learning
let me chime in because I feel like
and or
we
rise into whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah
task or
I'm
whatever.
I feel
rather
like
I think
I
it's a
feel like we
yeah.
lot of
kind of
So
people at that point.
we want
That's what
I'm
I
My bad,
sorry,
value
my
in a
bad,
no,
my
you
bad.
good.
relationship.
Can you hear me?
Hold on, Queen. So honey was talking. What? Let's go, honey. Yo, you getting their
Oh
ass?
yeah.
What?
Okay,
Now
let me
I
go
want
ahead.
my brother to go ahead because you know what? He about to try to get in our asses. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Give
Oh
it to
no,
me, bruh.
no, no.
Give it to
No,
me. Give it to me.
we wanna turn it
I
up. We
wasn't
gotta
finna say
turn it
nothing
up.
crazy. No, no, no.
Share the
Listen,
room, share the room, share the
I wasn't
room.
finna say nothing crazy. I really just wanted to kind of because I feel like both points are very factual. Like you never stop growing, you never stop learning. But what he's talking about is a level of self reflection and almost like in self identification and the measure of knowing like where I am in life. So as a man, just generally speaking, if I'm a single man, right? If I'm a single guy, if I don't have a place to stay, right? If I don't have my own vehicle or method of transportation, I don't have a bank account. I have no money, no funds, right? I'm in a certain point in my life where I'm picking the pieces up, where I'm recreating myself, revamping myself. I shouldn't be in a relationship, nor should I be seeking one. You get me? And that's just real talk, right? So if I get in a situation where I talk to somebody and that person is maybe looking for a relationship, or I'm talking to them or we talking together, if she's not understanding the fact that this is where I am in life and she's willing to help complete me or willing to help do the things that is necessary for me to be successful so we can actually be on one even playing field, we're going to clash. So he's saying people who are mixed matched in different areas in their life where they still need work in areas or they still need, to, complete different areas in their life where they need work in, they're going to fail. You know what I mean? Unless the people are willing to work and they actually know what the problem is and they can identify it and they can move past it. You feel what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
also
we
agree
saying the
with,
same thing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I also agree with Honey because, you never stop learning, you never stop growing. Even when you think you're done, you're never done. You know what I mean?
And your business can always grow, right? No matter what we
Right.
putting together and creating and building, right? Everything can always deviate into something else even greater, right? So if you
Right.
meet me and you're doing one thing and you completed something, I may bring another key to your business, right? Because
Right.
I'm a multiplier. That's what I do as a woman. Anything a man gives me, I can multiply it, right? I can see
Mhm.
things that maybe you haven't seen, so I will bring it to your
Mhm.
attention. We are a
Mhm.
team. So that's why
Mhm.
I said it's never completed
That's
because
the
it always
value.
can be greater.
Mhm. Mhm.
Nah, baby. All right. All I'm saying, look, if you complete my puzzle piece, Miss Honey,
You
and
silly.
I complete yours, nah, dead ass, and I complete yours, we are on to the next puzzle. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're not.
That's a
I think
fact.
you
We
like
put that.
puzzles.
We put
Okay,
that. Now listen. Now I'm just saying. I'm trying to be intricate but simple at the
I
same
gotcha.
time. Yeah. We completed that first one. Now it's me and your puzzle that we have to complete. You feel me? But people
Yeah,
have to motherfucker understand. Like you have to find somebody that's
on your
right
level.
there. You feel me? And I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, if anybody got take offense, it's just tough love. That's how my people taught me. You feel me? And
Honesty is the best policy.
like did it. Look, my puzzle ain't meant for you. You hear me, honey?
I don't want to be sticking my puzzle piece in any old person.
That's what
Just
I'm
But
saying.
saying.
also, what is the risk?
Your puzzle
What
ain't
is
meant
the
for me.
risk?
We supposed to meet each other and complete it, and we
Right.
off to the next one. And I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
that
because
alone.
every puzzle ain't finna fit into me. I ain't
The
gonna even
puzzle is
allow it. I'm
life,
just
really.
saying.
Honestly.
Right, and it's all a risk. Like, so what do you risk? Like, what are you willing to risk?
No pun intended.
I'm just saying, like when you get married, you're supposed to create a new
That's a
life. You feel me?
contract.
Let's. I'm just saying,
Oh
let's not.
Lord.
I don't want to talk about shit before marriage. You hear me? When I get
That
married,
part.
you hear me?
But marriage is contract.
Whatever we did, whatever you did, I don't give a fuck. You hear me though? We creating a whole new life.
The
So
here
you
and
think
now,
you don't
baby.
care how
The
many
here and
bodies,
now.
right? Some people say, "Oh, how many bodies you had before me?"
Oh, that sounds a little disgusting.
Ain't that wrong? But why I gotta hear that?
You
And
know
my
what? You know
age?
what? You know what? It's not wrong, right? Because we got to look at the fact that we have preferences, right? As human beings, we like certain things a certain way, and that's one of them. Some of us prefer being with someone that has less bodies on them, right? And then you got it's so many different components to even looking at that. There's the energy that people carry, right? We looking at diseases, all types of stuff, mindsets, right? People don't understand the people that you decide to put in your circle can affect you in a negative way or a positive way. So my thing is looking at that, it's not just a sexual thing. It's a spiritual thing as well. It's an energy thing, right? What energies that do you have on you? Have you taken the time to cleanse your energy from those people that you have engaged with on any type of level? So it's not about you for me I'm not gonna lie, I'm a germaphobe. So I have to kind of like get my mind together for certain conversations, but at the same time, right, there's so many things that encompasses understanding like, okay, if you had this many bodies, What have you did to prepare yourself for another relationship or marriage, right? Because people are not just out here just trying to date willy-nilly. Most of us is trying to get married or be in a long-term relationship, for those that don't believe in contracts, right? So it's just like it's so many things to it. But back to what I was saying, it's a preference. What do you prefer that's going to sit right with you when you're engaging and making love? Because I don't believe in sex. I believe in making love. I don't just lend myself out like that. Kudos to people that can do it, but honey, don't do that. So just is what resonates with you. What can you handle psychologically when it comes to being with that person? Can you handle somebody that has 80 bodies? Can you handle somebody that only have two or three? Like, and what does that look like? So it's just like when you dive into that, it's just not some type of a ploy to get attention or make someone feel bad. It's to really understand what's going on there. And that's what I'll say about that.
Okay, but honey, I just want to say something real quick. I work in the medical insurance field. Is that man gonna change your diaper when you shit yourself?
I'm dead.
Let's be for real, cause this is shit that people do not talk about. We always talk
Hey,
about this,
if
like dead ass. I talk to
if
these
if
people
you if you
every
down
day.
for the person
You gonna wipe
you
that,
For
you
fuck
you,
gonna
for,
wipe
hell
it.
yeah, you
You gonna
good.
wipe it.
You
I'm,
gon' you gon'
I'm,
yeah,
But
yeah.
is that
yeah, I'm
up
just
for
being
For
work?
for
real,
real.
yeah.
Like
If you
when
down
when
for the
somebody
person you
catch,
with, you gon' do it.
yeah, is it when that person catch
You gonna
cancer?
change up after
You
your
gonna
shit
stay
comes to wipe
there
Look,
your
if I
when
can
that
ass?
wipe
person
somebody
catch
else
cancer,
behind, I'm sure in the
or
hell gonna wipe my husband's.
Come on.
now I'm talking about when that person catch cancer. You gonna be at the hospital. You gonna call
Yeah,
an insurance company.
yeah,
You gonna,
So
not.
can
I ain't
I
talking about
speak?
just you. I'm just talking about everybody in the
yeah,
My
room.
yeah. I
You
know, I
feel me?
grandmother
know.
did that for my
Like,
grandfather, you hear
Can I
me?
speak?
Me
Can I
too,
yeah,
AJ.
bro.
Solid woman, solid
Like this
woman.
shit
Most
really
solid woman I
real.
know.
We might be young right now, but I swear to God, like all this shit that people be fumbling about is
It
stupid
really
shit. You hear
is. It
me though?
really is.
Like when you take out the trash and all this, wash the dishes, all this shit stupid. You feel me?
Toxicity is a
Like,
choice, I say.
Hey, Kivo, where did you go,
And there's
Kivo?
different
Did you want
levels
to
bro,
say
of
something?
toxicity.
it's different levels of
Well,
love
you can
too.
I was
I'm
recycle
gonna leave
it.
it alone.
That makes perfect sense. I just been sitting back listening this week.
Hey,
Um,
Weezy.
Hey, baby, that is a good question though. Will you be if something happens to the next person, your partner or whatever? Will you be able to do those things? Because you know what, my whole thing in a relationship, I take my time to learn a person, learn what they like, learn what they don't like. Yeah, it wasn't in there. Learn how they like this done, like this done. Like my last relationship, and it's gonna sound crazy. My last relationship, like I know he don't like his like when he pulled his socks off. So if he went into a hospital and I wasn't there, like I know how to tell the the CNAs or whatever. I know when something is right and when it is not right because what I was about to get to, he don't like his socks turned inside out. You know how y'all pull your socks out, we just pull them off. He don't like his like that. Like you have to reach down and pull them off like that. I mean, it's just certain things you have to learn about a person. What they like to eat, what they don't like on this, what they do, what this way make them happy, this make them sad. I mean, so to me, it's all getting to know somebody. And like my grandmother said, she don't give a damn if you don't been with somebody 50 years. 50 years from now, you still gonna learn something new about them.
That
So
part. Right
me,
on, Weezy.
yeah. So that's I mean, that was a good point, Jay. That was a damn good point.
That really was.
Nah, cause you
I
know
ain't
what?
gonna go there
I
for
heard
you.
my bad weeds.
No, you
I heard
good.
I heard a lot of these conversations, but I never hear nobody talk about the real shit. If you go,
We got to speak our perspectives. We got to. I
like
don't understand.
I said, I work in a medical insurance field. So I talk to these people that be telling me they got stage 4 cancer, all it. So it's just like, but it be they husbands or their wives calling. Are you gonna be that motherfucker calling? You feel me? Are you gonna be that person? Is you gonna really like is you really for life or y'all like I don't but yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna stop.
And
I'm a
you know
cancer
what else, Jay?
survivor.
Me. Go ahead.
I'm a cancer survivor. Like I had stage one. Like if you look at my neck, I got slits all. Like if you look at my neck, they cut me. They took my organ. Right.
Salute to you for you still here.
Man,
You know what
Salute.
else I think
like
about? I think about. I'm sorry, man. I think about this right here. I mean, I won't like once I graduate or whatever, because I'm almost there. Yay. I want business, and I want my my significant other. My whole thing is, can you keep this? If something happens to me, are you gonna let it go, or are you gonna keep it going? And if we get a home, are you gonna keep our home going, or are you just gonna let all that shit go to waste? Like that, I think about stuff like that. So, yeah, that's
And
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 my
I,
I
aunt,
only
love
think
that.
about it,
I
we
love
gotta
that.
pass it down to the little
when
Right.
I
ones
had
too.
Right.
cancer, like I told my daughter's father, like I already left him. And then like he was like, I cut him off. And he's like calling me, why aren't you answering the phone? Da, da, da. He's like saying all this obnoxious shit that was not true. Like he was just driving me nuts. I was like, dude, I just got diagnosed with cancer. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna be in your life, blah blah. Guess what? He come in life, he tried to kill me, right? Even when I had the cancer removed from my neck, guess what he do? He tried to choke me. Okay, so I'm talking about that level, like surviving that. Like, I got through cancer, gave my organ. Oh, you got thyroid cancer. Oh, we want to study it. Oh, here, you can have it. Okay, come to my house, interview me. Okay, give me $35. Whoo, yeah. And then guess what? My organ is out there helping the world, if you will, right? But you were trying to choke me, right? But then I gave birth to your child. So it's on that level that people don't even understand. Like people that have survived these things, like these sicknesses, these illnesses, and that are still here to like talk about it. And that's just
Yes,
number
ma'am.
one. That's just number one. I'm not even talking about number two. I land.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's why
Man,
it's
that's a
important.
fact.
We
That's a
gotta
fact.
understand both sides when these women are telling us what us men are doing wrong and what they don't like. We gotta take heed of that, cause that's also those things she just spoke of that they ain't saying that these niggas is doing out here to y'all.
Right.
but you
Hey,
know,
y'all. This has
whether
been a
men,
great conversation. I would like to do a reset. Oh, sorry, Wizzy.
no, go ahead, reset, go ahead.
Okay, hey y'all, this is the Hip Hop Zone. What values do you have in a relationship? Follow the greenhouse. I don't see it at the top, but y'all already know what the Hip Hop Zone. Please follow the greenhouse. The Discord is a link right above this relationship room, variety and fun. Follow all the mods and moderators and speakers that resonate with you. Like, look and do me a huge favor. Like, I don't know, I don't too much ask for anything, but I'm just asking you to share the room and ping them up. All right. The floor is open, popcorn style.
No, I was just gonna say, when he was saying that the women tell the men whenever they're wrong. I think that I like when a man tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Correct me. I'm not gonna take no offense to it. If I feel like I'm doing it wrong, I'm like, yeah, you're right. So it's not just for the women too. Y'all men, speak up. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
And also, we have to stop speaking from generalizations. You know what I'm saying? And explain the experiences and not take the experiences of as majority rules all. You know what I'm saying?
Generality.
Check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not use it
So
against you.
right.
Right.
So hey, we got a few new people in here. Gabriel, Sam, Kivo, Christopher, Six is in here. What's up, Six? And everybody that I haven't heard everybody speak. So the floor is open if you just want to hop in. We would love to hear what you have to say. I just want to make sure I threw that in there.
Appreciate that. What's going on, y'all? Bless, shalom. Uh, when it comes to values in a relationship, that's really good to meditate on because, we talk about a lot of good values like honesty, loyalty, but putting it into practice and what it looks like in difficult situations, is difficult. Like Jay was talking about how if you're with somebody with a terminal illness, like, are you gonna be that person that's there, changing their diaper? If somebody gets dementia, are you gonna be able to put up with the emotional strain when they may not remember a certain event or an anniversary? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or their personality may shift a little bit. So um I think flexibility within reason is a value that, you know, I really want to exemplify, because, you know, people, they're not perfect. And, you know, you got to be able to look at who you with, you know what I'm saying, prayerfully and carefully. The woman I end up with, I want to be able to be flexible with her, and wherever she's at the time, we can build from there. And, you know, it's not such a stringent or rigid uh, metric or standard that I set that would end up breaking her. Because I've had relationships in the past, and one notable one where I wanted things done a certain way and it wasn't done that way. And it really put a strain on the relationship. And there were other issues, but flexibility within reason is one value that I really want to make sure I'm doing to be loving towards people in general, but especially, you know, my future wife. And I land right there.
I love that. That was real sweet.
Amen. Amen.
Yes,
Flexibility
sir. Yes,
within
sir.
reason is a thing. You know, we suffer
That
this.
was well.
Go ahead, Wizzy.
No, you go ahead. I was just saying that was well said. I like that. I like the flow of that conversation. That was real well.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up? We're doing good. How are you?
I'm great.
Who is that?
Um, it's Kello.
Okay. Hey.
Kello. I could relate to this conversation. Um, I had lost my daughter's mother to cancer back in 2018, and it was a very, very different thing in life. Um, I was at the hospital with her majority of the time, um, and it was real deep. It had me look at life differently. So, like, when she passed, her family tried to take the kids, and that was another life-changing moment. Um, I had to fight with them, but eventually, I got them. So now, I had to go to another process on, raising daughters by myself. So it's just amazing how this conversation hit me at the same time. But yeah, it's deep. Mm,
Salute to you. Thank you for
Man,
sharing.
my brother.
Yeah,
Much
yep.
respect, Kivo. That dealing with those issues with kids, and, you know, having a mother of your child that ain't seeing eye to eye with you, those things are tough. So much respect, man.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I would like to talk to y'all like I want to, but I'm at work right now, but I'm still here.
Well, come on back, cause we here every Tuesday night, the same time. So you
Oh,
always
okay.
welcome in the space.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it.
I hope you feel really supported. No, that's rough. Like, being a person that lost a lot of loved ones and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I could imagine a little bit because of divorce is lost too. A lot of people don't know that is you grieve it as well. But at the same time, to physically, lose someone, that's really rough. So I
Oh
just hope
yeah.
that you feel supported and cared for.
Oh yeah. Cause yeah, you just go around to your left. All right. Yeah, cause it's like when she passed, my oldest daughter, she just turned as a teenager, so it was difficult for her. Cause like when she was in school, she she was slashing her wrist and all type of different things. So I had to get her a therapist, and no, it worked out pretty good. We have our moments when she's in her stage of you know missing her mom, and it's understandable, you know. But we pushing through it now. The little one, she was only like 4. She was going on 4 when her mom passed away. So she really doesn't remember like her big sister. So
Mm.
Yep.
A salute to you. You handling it the right way. A lot of people don't. They don't want to go to therapy and do all those things that's necessary. So as long as you making sure they have the resources and things that they need, I think you're doing a wonderful job. So, congratulations to you on being a really good father, because it is so important to make sure you are equipped to do that type of job. Our girls is not easy. I have two little ones myself, so yeah. So salute to you and and now look, thank you on the behalf of all the women. No, let me stop playing. I'm over here being silly.
No, no, no. But
But
I wanna
but
as
but
a
thank
quick
you.
I definitely gotta comment. Thank you for being the man you are. Um, we do got a lot of men out here. Uh so salute to you. I don't wanna get into that. When I heard you speaking, I was like, wow, that's deep. Salute to you. I'm gonna pray for you every day. Keep coming to the zone. We are family over here. I know you taking care of your kids. Please keep coming to the zone. But salute to you, baby, and keep going. Keep pushing.
Hey
We
yo,
That's
Kevo,
right.
Thank you.
Kevo, I just want to say,
Appreciate it.
salute to you by sticking by her side in them baby side.
That's a
You know what I'm talking
fact.
Oh
about?
yeah.
Straight up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cause I was with her for like 17 years, so it was like
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, it was like there was no way I was gonna leave her side.
17 years, that's a long time, man.
Oh
That's
yeah.
much respect and love, man,
Yeah.
to deal with those hardships and traumas. I know there's some nights where that pillow's wet, man, but just keep striving, keep pushing, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna make sure I write your name down on my prayer list, man. For real, for real.
That's a fact.
Appreciate it.
I'm
Appreciate it.
definitely yeah, I'm definitely following her.
I'm on board with that as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that from all y'all. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, and I
But
do a
yeah,
show on Sunday. I just wanted to say that to everybody.
mm,
I do a show on Sunday. It's called Communication and Healing. I talk about so many different topics under that umbrella. So like yeah, if you want to come through to that, it's always lit in there and we have a good time, talking about different things. So maybe that will help you along your journey and
Oh,
bring you
okay.
some type of peace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will
Yeah.
be there.
Sunday at
Mhm.
3 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, okay. I'll mark it on my calendar.
Honey and Tea Talk Show.
You said honey and tea?
Yeah, Honey and Tea Talk Show.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh man.
It's under the hip hop zone. Hip hop zone, yeah. So yeah, just look for that. It's usually at the top of your screen or whatever, like the different events or whatever. So if you go to my page or any one of our pages, but probably mine's, you will see it. It's on my page and you could just click the little notification bell and it'll let you know when we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so hey everybody, thank you for joining in on this topic. This is a great room. We are having a wonderful time dialoguing with each other. So if you are in the zone right now and you haven't spoken on the topic, you are welcome. It's a free flowing room. Everybody thoughts is welcome. So the floor is open. It is popcorn popcorn. Sorry, I'm so goofy. It's popcorn style. Kevo, thanks for sharing. We really enjoyed that. Very motivating and inspiring to constantly treat each other right and be right and honest because that's the right thing to do. So the floor is open. Thank you for coming, everybody.
I just wanted to say before I left, I really appreciate the ping by Alexis. I've seen these rooms, and sometimes I'm on and off Clubhouse. I'm about to go to a different room, and then I got to finish this documentary that I was listening to. But I just want to say much love, shalom, and blessings to everybody. And you, that the room that you were talking about, honey, you said it's 3 p.m. Central Time on Sundays.
Yep. 3 p.m. on, Central Time on Sundays. It's under the Hip Hop Zone. If you go to my page, it'll say the Honey and Tea Talk Show. So it's every Sunday. I do it every week from 3 p.m. and we just kind of rock out and go with the vibe of the room. So yeah. Come join
Okay.
us.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see
Mm.
what this upcoming Sunday looking like. But y'all be easy. Have a blessed night.
You too. Thanks for coming.
You too, bro,
No
bro.
problem.
Salute
Yes,
to you,
sir.
man. Really appreciate you.
Hey,
I
appreciate
found
y'all.
you.
Y'all be easy.
Thank you.
Salute
I
to the zonies,
I was
man. Straight
say
up.
I want
Well,
to
we
say
lit
yeah.
tonight. Well, we
Why
can
y'all didn't
Salute
like the
good
to
meal that I put?
conversation going on. Let's talk about it.
males, man. Y'all
Well,
speaking up, coming through, man. I am.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, I'm sitting back
Got
I
some
enjoying.
am
good
Let's
too.
men out
I
go,
here for
love
men.
when
y'all.
the males talk. Salute to y'all. For real.
Yes,
Who said there was
yes,
some good
yes.
men? Who said that?
I
AJ
don't know who
here.
said that.
Oh,
I,
Y'all, we got
Y'all
24 people in here. Please make sure you share and ping. We've had 83 people come through. So let's get these numbers up.
what?
man, that story was sweet. That was so inspiring. I'm over here like, in my feelings, but y'all already know me. I'm cheesy anyway, so you just call me Cheeseburger. That's my nickname.
All right,
I'm just
cheeseburger.
playing. Don't you call
cheese
me that.
burglar, burglar, cheese burglar.
Yeah, let's ping up, y'all. This is
Burglar.
dope. I think this is a dope conversation. Salute to all the co-hosts. Y'all doing y'all thing. I'm gonna mute up. Let's go.
Shout out to Alfred in the zone. Since you are in here now, Alfred, can you answer that question at the top?
Um, First off, I guess how y'all doing? Um, yeah, like I don't. I'd have to be hypothetical because like I'm not really looking for a relationship and I haven't been in one in a while. So, but I guess like when I am looking for, I like older women. So I just like person that's kind of knows who they are already. So there's no like self searching like obvious self searching going on and someone that doesn't have like emotional issues, uh, someone that doesn't kind of bring past trauma to the current situation, something like that, and somebody that's not, this may sound hilarious or whatever, but somebody that's not driven by social media, somebody that doesn't really fuck with it. Uh, Maybe it's just something they use for something they do, but they don't really live in it. They're not, and somebody that listens to hip hop or at least understands hip hop culture, because that's my life. And, I'm a full time rapper, so it's pretty much what I do. I need somebody to understand that life and what comes with that. And last but not least, be okay with my sneaker addiction, because it's a bit obnoxious, but understand that that's where a lot of my money goes, and if they're okay with that, then we can rock.
You got me at the sneakers. That's where you got me at, the sneaker addiction. That's it. That's interesting.
Um,
Okay.
what kind of
Nothing wrong with a
certain?
little
You have
shoe,
certain brands.
shoe
You
situation.
have like a
I'm a
certain
shooter.
brand, like
Boy,
only
I be in the
I'm a shoe head too. What?
Got
I
the
rock
Sketcher
with.
15s.
I
Man,
got
Let me tell
save
y'all something. I can
somebody.
put some
sit-
Jordan
as long
ones
as
and
I
y'all be
can get
like,
a pair.
what?
I'm gonna
I'm
put
sitting on like I got like
Oh
300
no, I ain't
pair,
got that many.
uh,
About 100.
and
What the hell?
but I don't do.
what kind.
Got a
You got
whole
I mean,
warehouse.
Jordans, all
What
Jordans,
size is
uh,
your
or
feet?
the ones the one my foot fit. I don't. Nah, but
That's hey, that's the definite answer.
that's
There
a
we
scary.
go.
That's a scary question. Usually with that comes a
You
pistol.
feel me?
Nah, I was being
I'm trying to
platonic. I
hit it.
wasn't being funny.
Nah. I'm a 9.5. Man. But not like I'm more into the classic shit. I like buying shoes from like that came out in 2001 to about like 2010 or 11. So I like old stuff, shoes
Retro
that like I
shit.
probably get two wears out of before they start cracking up and breaking apart on me. So I'm more like into that kind of deal. So yeah, but yeah, nah, that's really what I look for. A woman just kind of understands where I'm at and kind of wants to, I won't say add to that, but just like they're cool with that and want to rock kind of deal. So yeah.
Oh, and you got me on the social media thing. That was hilarious. That's funny. But you definitely correct on that. I think it should be a tool, not something that you just yeah.
Yeah, social media shit is
Um
kind of social
yeah.
media shit is crazy.
I don't know if you heard me. I think I was saying that you were right about that. It should be used as a tool.
Yeah, nah, there are people who truly live in it and all their friends are on it and the only way they communicate is
Hmm.
through it and the only way
Yeah,
they
this is the
see
only
something
time you
that's
could get a call is
Oh,
through
that's a little
Instagram.
extra.
yeah.
That's weird.
Nah,
Man, this
I
shit
know people
crazy.
people are really
Nigga
like
rather
they live
call
in it.
you through Instagram than on the phone.
Well, so well,
That's interesting. I like some of the stuff you were saying. That was quite interesting. But that emotional part, the trauma and things like that, I think there's a certain level of, I would say, understanding like that trauma and kind of like figuring out where they are with that, because we all got things in our past that we have hot spots about. And why the
Trauma
reason I
bonding.
say that is because no, the reason I say that is because we can overcome something to a great degree, but people have triggers. Everybody have triggers to a great degree. So it's just understanding if that person can separate if you're the enemy or an adversary or not, right? Because you got some people, instead of them separating the fact that okay, this person I'm with is not the person that harmed me, you got a lot of people who can't change that viewpoint. So if a person can change that viewpoint, I think that they can be in a relationship. That's just kind of like what I was thinking when you said that.
yeah. Somebody got like emotional
Amen.
issues.
Hallelujah.
If somebody has like super social, emotional issues and really sensitive triggers, I don't think they should be. Uh, but
No.
you are right. I think maybe if you could find somebody that also has those same triggers and you guys understand each other.
Trauma
I
bonding.
don't need somebody to be perfect by any means, because nobody's perfect. I just need somebody that just has their head on straight. Um, yeah,
I
that's
Okay,
just
just
so
need
let me
them to
ask you something.
understand.
So what if you with so I'm curious, that's it. I ain't giving you no pushback. I was just curious. So what if you with someone and they can recognize their trigger? Like if you trigger them, they like can like say, hey, I'm triggered, I'm feeling some type of way. This is what I need from you. What about something like that? I'm just curious.
I mean, that sounds reasonable and normal. Yeah, I can fuck with that. I'm talking about kind of the extreme of it.
Okay.
So I was kind of speaking to that. So what you just named is kind of normal. So yeah, I'm with that for sure. That sounds
It's all
manageable.
about what you
Interesting. Okay.
allow yourself to deal with.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cause yeah, I'm just almost just wondering, cause everybody thinks differently about this type of stuff. So
Yeah, these are good questions. I'm not gonna lie. These is get man. Let's wake it up. Wake it up.
Everybody thinks differently, but biologically, we're all the fucking
Oh
same.
yeah, yeah. You right. You
Yeah.
right.
But I think we
We
need to
got
be
the same
transparent.
psychology flows through all our bodies. So when people, I mean, and the triggers, and I got a problem with motherfuckers that's triggered and don't acknowledge their own shit.
that part, that's what
They
I'm
want to point
saying.
it to it. They can't see it. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm perfect. You're fucked up. You need to get some help.
Even though there's a
See,
group of people
I did some
saying it.
job interviews, like, and that question, they asked you that question on job interview. What's your fault or something like that, right? And then some people are like, well,
Yeah,
I
what is
don't,
your
I
weakness?
don't have no.
What is your weakness?
Yeah, what's your weakness? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've listened to numerous people answer that question. Oh, I don't have no weakness. Can you not just see that?
But yet people get triggered by trolls that they know are trolls. It's crazy.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's wake it up.
No, that's true. But you know what? You know what? We're still human, right? And we not gonna always be perfect in our responses to each other. And I think if people can really understand it and grasp the fact, and this is what I always say, this is my mantra, how people decide to respond to you, interact with you, communicate with you has nothing to do with you, right? If we really understand that the way people speak and behave is not contingent on who we are, it's not personal, I think we will be better off and we won't be getting mad at
Let's
trolls that
talk
we know
about
are
it.
trolls. So like
Yeah,
that's
but
kind of
come
how I
on,
feel about
man.
it.
You done married this motherfucker, or you in a relationship with this motherfucker, and you find out they a whole troll. What the? Come on now.
I'm sorry,
Dude, not everybody got multiple personality disorder, dude.
I think it's important that people be transparent
right.
about who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like
Discernment is a
transparent.
thing.
Well, transparency is, you know what I'm saying? Like people let you know. You can read it. They put it out there in the front.
It's a
It's
fact.
you got to be able to read through the lines, right?
But sometimes we want to ignore it because we want to get it in.
But
Yeah, I
that's a
know, I
choice.
know.
Come
That's
on
a
now.
choice.
No,
Come on
you
now.
can read
No
it, but how many times
excuses.
you read it? Experience, man.
I know. I'm just being silly.
Experience.
And
You have been through this shit 20 times? Yeah, of course you get it. I've been through this shit 2 times.
and then you learn what experience in time as you get older. You know, they say wine gets finer in time. So you become more aware as you get older. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to detect different
Just make
things,
sure you don't
right?
open it because if it's spoiled, it's done for.
Well, you can neutralize the situation, but you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother topic.
I know I'm messing with you, Mystic Mom. But no,
Sound
like
like spoiled milk.
you say what? What you say?
Spoiled milk
Yeah,
is
it's
like
spoiled, so it
buttermilk.
sounds
Like
like
you can make
spoiled
a
milk.
recipe with that.
Wait,
But
who
you know they make
opening up
cottage,
spoiled
but
milk?
they
You make
make
a
cottage
recipe
cheese
with
out of
that.
spoiled milk though, y'all. Like they make different
Wait,
things out of spoiled milk. So
Like
who,
Oh,
who
The
getting
Kahlua.
taken down?
relationship is
oh
spoiled at
no.
that point.
So, how we gonna end the night tonight, Alexis? If we could do 1 through 10, after she do with 10, we gonna boom the room. So y'all guys get ready. So this is what we gonna do. Let's go, Alexis, please.
1 through 10,
amen.
Thank.
what?
1 through 10.
Of the night?
Yep.
What?
I give it a solid 9.5.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Where you at, Queen?
She gonna do it, not me.
Oh,
She about to do her
Wait,
poetry.
explain. Oh, you want me to do 1 through
Yeah.
10? Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta pull them up. Oh, now I gotta
But
go
it's
all
about
the
to
way
get
down.
lit. The guys on the platform, please be calm, okay? This how we gonna end the night.
Let me go down the list. Okay. Y'all ready? Yes, no, maybe
We
so.
ready.
Let's go. Let's
Let's
do it. I'm ready
go.
for whatever.
Okay, here we go. Just like clockwork, you come home with lipstick on your shirt. And why the hell she behind you? I spent the last 48 hours trying to find you. Shut the fuck up, bro. You knew exactly what you was trying to do. You fucked my best friend, so I fucked yours. This a real get back, boo. I knew that would get you mad. See, I was just lying, but what if I did fuck your best friend? Then you'll really be crying. Everything with you be on some evil shit, but vengeance is mine, and I'm finna be an evil bitch. See, one thing I learned is never trust a man you barely been dating, and never trust your friend either, cause she really just hating. Crazy thing is, I already knew, but I said I was gonna wait till after my birthday so you could give me gifts and money, then I'll drop your ass to the goop. Now I'm mad cause I stupidly let you in when I should have just side eyed my best friend. Texting your phone had me thinking it was her sneaky link. I hope you catch AIDS because her pussy is skating ring. How you mad at me for being mad at you? You shouldn't be mad in the first place. I told you if you did me wrong, I would catch a charge and that'll just be the first case. I came with the both of y'all for thinking y'all was slick. While you was treating, I made your daddy my trick. Hey, my pussy from the back almost made you my stepkid. You's a motherfucking liar, and I know your dick burning 'cause your pants on fire. Weird how you both conspired against me and can't seem to give a reason. If you ain't want to be with me, all you had to do was leave. Stop with the foolery. You ain't never wore your heart on your sleeve. You and my so-called best friend can both go to hell. I trusted y'all, only for y'all to do me dirty. It's crazy how she quiet and you in there pretending that you hurting. One thing about it, I can always spot a hoe. Don't step any closer 'cause I burned all your clothes, along with all that bullshit that you keep in the closet. Found about 30 females' numbers in one of the back of your pockets. It's niggas like you who think they could play on bitches like me. See, I was one step ahead. I fucked you and your family. Had one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, two in the pink, one in the stink. They both was washing my dishes. Made your mama watch from the window while your daddy was on his tippy toes. Since you and my best friend fucked, I'ma show you I'm really one of those. Took your brother to a motel, made your cousin record. OnlyFans went up 50%. It was nothing but God. Tied him to the bed, let the camera do the plan. Made him bust for you as tribute. All the Instagram live was paying. You said you like Freaknik, so I gave your followers a freak bitch. You cheat, but I do it better. You was really on some weak shit. I hate being faithful to a man that's ungrateful. You had everything you need, but you come home with a disdainful. Not the pot calling the kettle black, 'cause you can't receive what you dished. Should've known not to play on me, 'cause now I'm making you a little bitch. All them kids you tried for went to the pearly gates. Having a child from a cheater is like giving our rebates. Cheating is a choice. You was never forced. Thank God we ain't married. You would have never made it to the divorce. Thank you for showing me how you both are deceitful. If my get back wasn't enough, wait till the sequel.
What?
Word. That is whoa bars. Salute to the zones.
What?
Hold on, I gotta do it. I gotta do
Let's
What?
go.
it. We
And that was
salute
one
to.
pretty correct lesson.
And that was just part
All
one.
right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, part two. Not your mama trying to fight me for your mistake. I told you this a get back. Let's see what else she can't take. She wondering what's going on, like Papa Bear wasn't always cheating. You learn from the first. I'm just giving out what I've been receiving. I take my dick straight. Not your mama trying to be the chaser. I don't do this for cash, but I like the paper. Your brother's followers went up. Now they asking for the chick. You know how I get down. Bet your whole family's sick. Did you tell them how you cheated with my only female friend? I told him how your daddy beat it up in the family den. Got three hoes for a reason. Whole world got a show. I ain't a porn star, but I fuck like one. I made everybody a hoe. Your dick game wasn't the greatest. You only lasted 2 seconds. Your daddy lasted 30 minutes. Too bad that wasn't your mama's blessings. I don't want head. You got my best friend on lock. Since you love fucking hoes so much, let me fuck you from the back with the front of the Glock. Had two dicks down my throat from the same bloodline. Grandpa was hiding Violet, told your grandma he'll be just fine. I ain't never had to gag. My reflex was quick. Slurped him up like he was the last supper. Now that's a real lottery pick. You the last person who should talk about getting technical when my moves were always tactical. This the real American sniper. Everybody dick dead. AK-47 had everybody pleading for another slice of the family head. Gave your brother that wide neck all the way from the back. Strange times we living in when grandpa suddenly catch a heart attack. Made him take Viagra with an energy pill. Bust all in my gallbladder, that's how tea is really spilled. Smiling my devil smile, 'cause I know you mad tight. Tell your daddy come back to bed, I'm about to ride him like a bike. Call me what you want, but when you hurt me, you know I get personal. Slutted your whole family out. That time was workable. If your cousin wasn't recording, he'll be a star too. Pound cake on some Drake shit. Sarah Lee'll be out of business. When I hit him with the suplex, had that nigga going super saiyan. Pussy so good, he bought me a duplex. The sequel just started. But you know I got three parts. I'ma break it down, then I'ma take you apart. First is the sabotage and probably a funeral. Your grandpa dead, but it was out of the two of you. Your daddy'll be fine. He next in line. Tell your mama get in the field. I go to war behind that dick. I did it better than she ever could. Now she in the hospital sick. Second is the bomb when I'ma really show you how I'm through with you. I was upstate. Gave your brother a real Thanksgiving plate. Had him eating his own ass just like Tony the Tiger. I made the whole family feel great. Third is the conclusion. Whole family broke apart. Don't blame me, blame yourself. I just ended it from where you start. Now you let me, your ex, make you pussy. Don't lie, I'm finna tell. The prequel even messier. Everybody busting a nut on their way to hell. Like I said, don't dish it if you can't take it. You can go back to my best friend since you like a pussy with a basement.
What?
What?
Dang.
Do y'all want to hear some more? Or y'all good? Do y'all
Not
want
the
to? Do
basement.
y'all want me
Dang.
to end it?
Alexis, you on the Discord? I'm trying to shout you out in the Discord, man. This shit is fire.
I, I'm in the
This is AJ.
You said you want to do what?
Do you have? Are you in the
No,
Discord in
so
the
he's
hip
trying
hop
to send
zone?
I
Starheart
Cause
am.
out,
I
and
like I clipped
yeah,
it.
she
I
definitely
clipped a
is.
piece and I want to put it in the Discord. Shout you out. This shit is
Okay.
bars. I love it. I love it.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Well, Alexis, what number would you on?
That was two.
Well, let's go.
Y'all ready for part three?
Let's do it.
Y'all in here quiet. Okay, here we go. Let's get the business clear. I'm finna bring the noise up in here. Alright? Nah, not you asking me to stop what I'm doing. You mad cause I'm doing it better. This ain't a race, but you losing. Every day I go back to your grandpa's grave cause that dick was something special. Your daddy got the gold, grandpa got the silver, and your brother got the bronze. And you ain't getting no medal. Sized you up same way I made your daddy dick stretch. He went from an 8 to a 12. I'm Elastigirl. That shit was incredible. Gave his dick a Yelp review because mine is credible. When he was messing with your mama, she had him smelling like fish cat. I gave him a wash, cleaned him out from the back of my throat. My esophagus has healing powers. That's why I never choke. Took your first and second cousin from the front and the back. What you lack in hang time, they got double that. Nigga, you still talking? Is my best friend not enough? You been fucking her for months on end. Oh, now her pussy tough. See, that's the problem with fuck ass niggas. When shit don't go their way, you get in your feelings like it wasn't your fault for the cause you was dealing. I put everybody in line, let the camera capture the view. Your grandpa Ern was at the end of that line. I'ma suck that ghost dick boo. Gave everybody a swallow. Put their kids under my tongue. Gotta save the kids for later in case I want one. They each got to beat it up. Made them get gritty. My right foot creep. This ain't scat porn, but everybody suddenly got shitty. I'ma tie you to the chair. Watch your dick get soft. Can't watch your family fuck me. No, they could put me in a crisscross. Jump, jump. Your whole family made me jump, jump. I jumped everybody bone. Now that's how you make a pussy squirt. Wasn't no quick dash. Hit me with the largest tsunami. I swear we made a splash. Put me in the hog tie. Sorry that your dog died. If I could make a grown man cry, then your dick really was dead inside. Your mama home from the hospital, but she was in a wheelchair. Your family had me temporarily paralyzed. I went home in a stretcher, came back, cleaned my mouth out. Now I'm ready to terrorize. Your grandma was too distraught. She ain't trying to catch these hands. If I break one of her bones, she'll never have a fighting chance. I was itching to punch her, 'cause I know her mouth slick. Tell her be quiet before I show her a video of me sucking her late husband's dick. Had that nigga moaning, screaming out for Gertie. Who knew his last moments would be on top of a gurney? Tricks are for kids, and so is toys. Hit me with a hammer. I like the rowdy rough boys. Getting paid off your trauma has really been a blessing. Doing me dirty should have been your life lesson. Never fuck me over and think I won't retaliate. I had everybody speaking Hebrew. I ain't God, but I decided your fate. Made you kiss the bald head. Everybody think you a stud. Turned your ass bussy. I got a nigga that wanna show you some love. I'm the original meat mouth. Ask Satan what happened last week when I went down south. I made a deal with the devil, so I sold your soul. Shit's finna get bloody, cause Mary out on parole. Told your mama we sister wives, so she better roll out. She can't do nothing, she in the wheelchair, but we finna stroll out. And gave your daddy that Gawk 9000 with a double hand twist. Tell your mama I could give her a son, a grandson, a brother, a cousin, and a stepkid. Better stop playing with me before I show you how these eggs really work. Pop that pussy for a real nigga, 'cause your ass was really a twerp. Not you calling the pastor 'cause your family needs some prayer. How about I give out the testimony? You the last person to clear the air. Pastor, him and my best friend was doing me down bad the same. And I know you gonna say don't retaliate, but two could play that game. Made the brother hit a free throw. The cousin was sliding them ski slopes. The daddy was collateral. Put that dick on escrow. The grandpa was unfortunate. The second cousin was a plus. But after tonight, he won't even make the cut. Ha ha ha. This shit here is funny. My ex best friend wanna retaliate. That's what she got you for, dummy. This shit ain't baseball. You don't get three strikes. I could make her bust in front of you. She'll turn into a dick dyke. Stop with the empty threats. The whole world already know. You gave me the gun. I already had the ammo. Put you on a t-shirt made about 8 figures. Your boys is clowning you. Say something else and I'll make it go bigger. Not I made this a series from the shit you pulled. I'm the give back queen. I was waiting for the moment you let the bitch out of the bag. Never leave yourself open. You might want to give up before I make a give back number 4. I'll add this bitch out. If the basement wasn't enough, wait till I open up the backyard door.
Word.
Yo, this shit need a movie, bro.
That part.
Bro, this shit need a movie.
You want to tell Tyler Perry?
Well, Gundy, do we got more? I think we got more parts, don't we?
Who was that?
What?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could go all the way to 10
I mean,
if
yeah,
that's what
what, part
you
three
mind.
now?
Unless everybody tired and y'all need your
Right,
rest.
right.
I think you should save. I think you should go to part 5 and save the rest for Thursday.
What? I don't think they want to hear it.
Save it for Thursday, then bang them in the head again on Friday. Oh no, or
Not bang them in
Sunday,
the head on
or
Friday.
Sunday.
Not bang them in the head on Friday.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well. We could do. So you was at what part, baby? Part three, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Um. Damn, I think part 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 was dope. Let's do part three. We gonna just take them with just the three, and we gonna end it, and we gonna boom the room. Okay. Let's
Oh, I
go.
did part 3 already.
You just did
We'll
part 3.
do part four. I mean.
Okay, part
Yeah,
4.
and then we gonna boom the
That's
room.
bad.
And good night to y'all. We gonna do this last one. This is the yeah. We gonna just let this ring.
Good
Okay,
night,
here we
all.
go.
That's a bet. Salute to the zone.
Somebody washing dishes?
Now I'm frying fish.
Oh, okay.
What kind of fish?
We had whiting, so that's what I'm
Whiting.
cooking.
Hey
Okay,
Gandhi, she was about to put you in her poem.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
She was
with
about
that.
to
Make
get
me
you.
famous,
She was
baby.
about to get you.
Uh-uh.
Yes, she was.
I ain't the
She was
daddy. I
about
ain't
to
the
Oh
get
daddy.
you.
Lord.
I ain't the daddy. Ain't the cousin or the brother.
What?
I don't
y'all
know.
know
You
how I
might be the
do
pastor
anyway,
or the
so you
deacon, but
already know. You
we'll
already know
get
how
there.
I do. Y'all know what y'all know what I like, so you know what I mean. So you ain't gotta worry about that. You know that.
All right, y'all ready?
We ready?
Okay. So, hey, Sarah. I see you still fucking with Lee. Pound cake ass bitch. You want to be a hoe so bad, but can you out hoe me? Yeah, you can since you fucked my man. Bitches, you crazy? Why when I want to fight, you want to apologize? Telling all these niggas you tight. Psych, you lied. Man wasn't feeling you. You claim Pookie was drilling you. Out of all the men, you chose mine. You thought you was stealing boo? Girl, boo, tomato, tomato. You could have told me long time ago. You saw what I did to his family and yours up next, ho. Not you getting scared. You thought I was finna just stop by. Bitch, this personal. I'm finna do a drive by. I said I'ma take it easy. You can have your brother. Finna go full throttle and fuck your mother. Tie her ass up. Keep her legs spread. Then your mama said she wanted to be on TV. Well, now she getting her chance. Zeus is whack, but welcome to OnlyFans. Everybody gonna see that pussy. We know it's real hard. Don't be scared. It's your daughter's fault. The bitch out here being fraud. You raising hoes cause you used to be one. Now I'ma show the whole world how I fuck a hoe for fun. Stop calling the cops on your pops. He a little tied up. Your brother buried alive. Might wanna go dig him up. It's me and you, mama. What you got to say? You covering for your child like she ain't still gonna be a hoe the next day. I'ma take your virginity. Better pray I give it back. Then I'ma give it to your mom and a bottle of Jack. She like to drink liquor, so I'ma let her drink you. You ain't think the camera was gonna be rolling, bitch. I own you. Stop playing dumb. You know your daughter was doing me dirty. I know she brought him over there 'cause your old ass was flirting. It's bitches like y'all that bring out the crazy in me. Tell my fans I said hi on Instagram Live. I'ma give you a golden shower. I got them R. Kelly powers. When your husband see you like this, I'ma say I stepped that pussy in the name of love. If your transmission ain't work, then your ignition gonna be dead in the name of God. Hey, live. Let me tell you about my best friend. She fucked the nigga I was dating, so she'll do it to the next man. This her mama, and she swear her child a saint. I spent the block on that hoe and made her son a saint. Not the mama a tramp. She been looking for camera time. This Nina will beat her heart like she Devin on drumline. This part four of how you get bitches back. Part one, two, and three had everybody running down the court like Shaq. Tell her read the room before she read this magazine. Ain't nothing but a trigger finger to make her really be seen. My ex crying, but he the one holding the camera. I told him don't speak. I still got some ammo. Like your daddy ain't behind me. I know he trying to find me. Your mama still weak cause your husband in my
And
sheets.
you know, I went to
Grandpa about dead, but I put her on that life support. The pastor can't help
I
you. He's
really
still paying
been
your
in the
child
trenches
support.
last night. When
You
I
thought
woke
I
up this
fucked
morning,
family up? Wait till I spill the tea. I know more than Jesus do, and he a higher power than me. When you fuck with me, you get dealt with. When the cops find your body, they gon' smell it. Mama, don't beg, that shit is useless. I'm finna suck your ass so dry, you'll be skinnier than a toothpick. Skip all the back sass, cause your family's got the backlash. I was just a director who made you a star. Whole world already know I had that ass. When your daughter walk in here, tell her to get on her knees. She been on her knees so much they don't hurt when they bleed. I got next. Finna hit her with that dildo. Scratched the back of her throat, had her throwing up gang signs. She swore she was a crip, but her blood said otherwise. She liked to wreck homes, so I'ma wreck hers. Hey Pops, you ready? Gotta hit him with that deep throat. This ain't funny. How I got you back when I'm done with y'all, I won't look back. If this ain't enough, wait till part five. That's semi extra cocked. Ain't nobody gonna be alive.
Let's go.
I think this where she was gonna end the room.
Yep.
Queen.
Man, I like to thank everybody for zoning in tonight. You know what I mean? Talk your shit Tuesday. The topic was dope. You heard? You know what I mean? What val what values do you have in a relationship? You know what I mean? That was dope. Salute to the co-host. Salute to everybody that zoned in with us. You heard? Like, appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that. I guess.
what? No, 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 no. I'm
Oh, okay.
here. I had just went in the room with my son. Sorry, y'all. I'm here. Salute to Lexus, yo. That was dope, 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 dope. Um, what? We had a good night tonight. Salute to y'all. Uh, anybody that's new on the platform, I think I got one, two. No, I only got two. Everybody else left. I wish I would have did this in earlier on a show. Hip Hop Zone is coming up with their year, April 18th. So we're gonna be doing recaps. Our recaps is crucial. I'm gonna tell you. In the beginning of our yeah, in the beginning of our hip hop zone when we first opened, we had some raw shit going on. We was moving room to room. We wasn't playing with nobody. So, um, we gonna do some recaps. The recaps is gonna be dope. And y'all just enjoy from the April 1st to April 17th. On April 18th, we will have a show that day. It's gonna be so dope. We're gonna do recaps. We're gonna do etc. So y'all definitely tune in. Um, good night and what hip hop zone.
Hey,
Gundy
JG.
over there frying swine.
Girl,
Like,
it seemed like he was just hitting the spoon against the damn pot
the
and
mic,
shit.
I'm making
Like
tacos.
he making noodles and shit. Look, he muted up.
right?
I know I'm making tacos. Like,
Oh well, it's somebody. They was hitting the damn pot hard as hell.
Grundy, come off the mic.
And she said Grundy.
Come off the mic, please.
All right.
Good night, y'all.
Is there an after room, Professor Yaz, or anybody or anything like?
If Yaz wants to make a room, we can do that.
Yeah, that's a fact too. If y'all want to go ahead and make a room, and definitely y'all can go in the house, but I will say we're gonna end this. Salute to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tune in from April 1st to April 17th. Let's go. Hip Hop Zone.
Hip Hop
What?
Zone. Y'all, our next room is
Yeah.
gonna be titled "What is Gundy Cooking?"
To
Uh oh. All right. Love
Peace, love,
y'all.
and hair grease.
Hip Hop Zone.
Blue Magic.